Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of the Night Shift Let's Talk Gaming. I am CMoney, and I'm joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us tonight. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed.
Yes.
You know, guys, it's Friday night. You know what the fuck that means. It's not just Doodle and I. You had us last night. You know what I'm saying? No. Today we come with the amigos.
Los cuatro amigos.
Los cuatro amigos. All right. We got the homies in the building.
Yes.
That's right. You see him right there down below with his new like 3D space background. Making me feel like he's fucking flying and shit. You got a homie,
galaxy
Mr. Motherfucking
background.
PSP himself, that pony slaying Papa.
Yes,
that's why it's our boy, Demo Flow Gamer. Welcome, my dude. Thank you for being here, my brother.
Hey man, thank you guys so much. Shout out to Pano, to Hardkey, and you too. Ben, it's been an amazing week. I'm so happy because I've been playing a bunch of freaking games, and it's just like so much fun to talk about some stuff. We also got some stuff we don't like, so we're gonna talk about that shit too. But all in all, I believe this is a great time to be a gamer, man. Like, I'm super excited for what we got coming, so I can't wait to get into it, So let's get it going.
Let's dive in.
Question: do we like it like this better? I forgot to switch it to the actual little way that I put the boxes, so it was. Oh, that's just me. Well, that's not how it was.
I mean, now you're just experimenting.
I don't even know how to get back to
Oh, shit. I feel like he's playing Tetris right now.
Okay, all right. Sorry, this is the way it was. Do we like it better like this, or do we like it like this?
It don't matter, bro.
What do you want?
All right, I'll leave it like this. I'll leave it like this. All right. Sorry, I noticed. I was like, hold on, that's not how we have the screen. And so that's where I was. But we cannot take away from the motherfucking homie. That's right. It's our boy. You see him. You know him. He's the wise one. He is the author. The Patriots. The Pony Slayer. The Pony Tier Maker. It's our boy. Hardkey. Shani. Welcome, my dude. Thank you for being here, bro. Where's your man?
Yeah. Oh, I can put those on. I just didn't bother. Here we go. Get the flag.
God damn it.
We get the nice little.
You got the flag. It just it goes together. Concord Death. We always got to remember that shit. You got to make space, Hardkey. You're going to have Marathon to put right next to that.
Yes. Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah. We did hear about that this week, too, didn't we?
What are we going to do? Are you doing it side by side? Are you doing, just one at a time? Like, what's going to happen?
I don't know, Gemma. You making a new song?
A new DOA.
DOA.
Hey man. Hey, I don't know. Maybe
better than ever.
I don't know. We can do the remix. I mean, Hardkey, if you want to drop some bars in that bitch, Hardkey, like do it.
Oh yeah. So we got some fun news across the board. Let's get into it.
We do have some fun news. It's crazy times out here in these streets. Obviously there's the big hoo-ha of what's been going on. A lot of emotions flying. So we're definitely gonna hop into that. But the big new news is, like always, I was right. Borderlands moved because of the deal they took for Marathon to have the day to themselves, for Ghost of Yote to not have Borderlands on its back just a week and fucking 5 days after. Everybody was like, come on, man. They did it to get out of the way of Grand Theft Auto. I guess not. I guess not. God damn it. That being said,
I mean,
you know what it is, man. You guys
you're gonna run out of bags, PlayStation.
Awesome.
How
they
are you
got
gonna
no
clear
bags.
the path?
They're bartering, bro. So hold on, babe.
Yeah.
There is no bag. They're bartering now. They're down on they got no money. So they're bartering. They're like, hey, listen, if you just move your day, we'll do a state of play. Just for you. You know, move your day, state of play. Move your day, state of play. Right? You see what I'm saying? They're bartering now. You know, there's no money changing hands. They're doing exchange.
It's the most we're gonna see of PlayStation with the state of plays if they just keep doing third parties though. So our boy House of Cards is trying to save. He's trying to save the date. Says when is the marathon funeral? Listen.
I mean,
they're
already digging the hole.
They are. They're getting ready.
They're just waiting for the birth, and then it's just gonna
then
like, right into the hole. You know what I'm saying?
Right
into the hole. They're not even gonna wait to like put it in a box. You know what I'm saying?
No, this one's going right in.
Flop right into the ground.
So get your outfits ready.
Yo, it's crazy. I mean, we're gonna talk. It's actually a topic because of the game that is literally burying it right now. There is mad hype around this game, and it's literally nobody even remembers that Marathon was going on not too long ago. I don't even know if it stopped or didn't stop. Who knows? Who cares? It doesn't matter. It's a waste of a game. But we're going to talk about it a little later. But again, of course, you know what it is, man. We got to shout out our homies, all of our supporters, man. You guys are the shit. Of course,
thank you,
everybody who supports us over on Patreon and our YouTube members. You guys are the shit, man. We appreciate you guys for all the support. Always remember that the show is brought to you by you. So thank you so much. That being said, we do want to go ahead and shout out our elite members. That's right. We got the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Coach Hooded Canuck, Music 72, and Queen.
Let's go.
Witch.
Thank you.
And then, of course, we have our inner circle members. That's right. It's our homie Big Makes Gaming and our homie Pragmatic Eagle.
Woo.
Thank you guys so much for the support, man. You guys are the shit. That being said, you know what the fuck this is, man. You guys live in the building right now. You guys are supporting us in such a major way, man. And we appreciate each and every single one of you for rocking out with us. That being said, you cannot all be equal.
Someone had to tell them.
No, it's impossible. Unfortunately, I guess fortunately for the people, well, unfortunately for most of you, there's only 3 of you that are the specials. That's right. Every single show, there is a new trio of specials that are born. They rise above the rest and look down at them.
No participation trophies.
No.
On point.
There's winners or losers, and every show there's 3 winners. That's right. We have. I think this is. Is this back to back, or am I mixing up situations here? Is this the motherfucking homie Rusky?
Rusky, let's go. Yes, let's go. Our boy. No stopping him now.
Motherfucking Rusky's not fucking around.
Shout out to Relsky. Let's go.
Number 1 homie in the building. Making his return. Wow, look at making his return. To the top 3. Motherfucking E-Ranks in the building.
You don't say. Let's go.
You don't say. Thank you, my
brother. Look who's not borracho.
And rounding out.
He's out here nice and quick.
3. The man who, for whatever reason, always thinks he sees one time in Discord when it's posted, when it's really a different time. He needs to get his glasses checked.
Yeah, seriously,
it's okay though. It's our boy Music 72 in the building.
Thank you for being here. Yeah,
My-
It's a problem. It's
Yeah,
a,
he's
he
always
gets
getting
his numbers
confused.
mixed up.
It's like,
It's like a
hey,
whole thing.
CMoney, didn't you say it was 8:30? I said, no, dog, it's 8:45. Did you see it? Did
But
you see it? Wow.
he changed the numbers around, but our love for you is still the same.
Exactly.
No matter
Exactly.
how much you're out there,
Confused.
making a fool out of
bumping
yourself,
into
confused.
walls.
Yeah.
I know it's rough. I know it's rough out in these streets, but it is what it is. But thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate y'all being here.
Yes, thank you guys.
Shout out to all the homies. I see you, Dark Angelic, in the building.
Let's go.
Fill more pockets. What's going on, player? Thank you for being here, man. Be nice in the building. Malcolm Xlax, what's going on? User for games. What is up, man? G Maybe
Woo!
in the building.
What's up, G
Get the
Maybe?
fuck out of here. Look at this question.
Oh,
What's more delayed? GTA 6?
well,
or
damn.
That's fucked up.
Damn. I mean, it's a valid question.
Is it? It's not. Always on time. Okay. Always on. The party don't stop till I walk in.
Oh,
See? So it's
don't
the time.
stop.
That's when the party starts. That's the time. You mean? You nobody late here. Never. It's always on purpose. Cage in the building.
What's
the fuck?
up,
I'm here for the
Vito?
what? Cages.
What is he here for?
I can't even say what he's
Oh my God.
saying.
Now I got to go find it. What is he here for? I can only imagine. It's
I
Cage.
can't. It's crazy.
So
It's crazy.
for the fun?
Yeah, you could put it that way. E-Rex. I don't know what song this is, but it says no one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care.
That's
We're Xbox. We like Xbox. No one likes us. We don't care.
I like
Stealing
it.
that from Philly Eagles fans.
Let's
shit.
go.
I never heard it, but we don't care. I mean, that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? We just playing our games in a good time. So
Oh,
the rest.
Cage, I think this is the wrong show.
That is the wrong show. I don't know where you. I don't know what type of shit
I don't
you're on.
think that's going down, Cage. I think you may be a little confused.
Very confused. Very.
Damn.
Mr. Money in
What's
the building.
up?
What is up, my dude? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you, man. Alfred Aponte. Alfred. Did I say Alfred?
Yeah.
Alfred Aponte. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro.
What's good?
Appreciate you. Music. I appreciate the compliment.
Oh.
I'll take it.
Oh.
Talk about my haircut. It's nice.
It does.
Music.
Looks
Game Shark.
good.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle, baby.
In the building. Thank you for being here, bro. Meet the Cheater. What's going on, man? Outward Lyric. How you doing, my brother? Thank you for being here, brother.
Thank you.
Devil's Island in the building. What is going on, man? James Kofi. What is up, dog? Thank you for rocking out with us. Ray Oid in the building. Says, I'm almost kind of glad GTA 6 was delayed. Take-Two was hijacking the gaming industry. I mean, this is the thing. This year is such a crazy year that, Grand Theft Auto, as amazing as that game is most likely going to be, I mean, there's been some fucking bangers, and there's still some bangers to come. You know what I'm saying? So, the fact that it got delayed, I mean, I have so many games that I'm looking forward to this year. I have so many games that I'm looking forward to getting back to, and then just everything else. It's like, it's fine.
It was going to
I'm
be
indifferent.
intruding this fall.
It was going to be intruding. It was.
You
It was. Ray Chi in the building. What's up, man?
Yo.
Oh, I like this. Xbox isn't the bad guy. He is the overlord. Ooh, I'm ready for Xbox villain arc. You know what I'm saying? I'll suit us up, baby.
Listen.
Let's get in the hoods, all blacked out.
Let's
off
get
the
ready.
lights. Just have red lights on our That's it. We go. I'm ready. I am ready. We got the motherfucking homie RC Polygons in the building. That $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you, homie. I gotta update. I gotta update my banner. I don't even know what just took place. Real quick. First three was our boy Relsky.
Yes.
Then our homie
E
ranks. And then
music.
our blind
72.
homie. Music. 72. That's probably why we get along so well. Blindness,
Yeah.
no respects blindness. You know, it's just what it is. Hold on. Get some polygon in this bitch. Right here. Bam. Bam, bam.
Thank you,
Do some of
ma'am.
this. Do some of that. Hit a little this. Hit a little that. And we're Gucci. Okay, there we go. All right. So RC Polygons with that $5 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. First super chat of the night. Thank you so much, my dude. Says, did you all see Take-Two stock dropping due to the GTA 6 delay?
Damn.
Sounds like Xbox could see if Take-Two is up for grabs, depending on how much T2 is. Yo, Phil saw the drop. He was like, yo, send. Offer was sent immediately. Let's see what they say.
Yo, RC stays with the boot on the neck. Yo,
I'm
he
all for
checking.
it, bro. I'm
Just
all for
checking.
it. I'm all for it. That's what I'm talking about.
Checking the stocks, everything. He's like, yo, Phil, time to strike.
People hitting up Phil like, yo, Phil, dog, did you see that stock chart? Oh man, yeah. I mean, look, I think Hargeet is also in the same boat. And our boy Demo as well. I think we would love to see Take-Two get snatched up. That'd be great for us to not have to pay for any of those games. They have a lot of exciting games coming out. You know, I would love to get Borderlands 4 into Game Pass immediately instead of waiting for it later. I would love for Mafia, the old, what is it? The old village, the old days, the old town, the old something. All right. I would love for that to go day one in Game Pass. It'd be amazing. NBA 2K, let's fucking go. I'll get back into it. Just give it to me day one. Beautiful times. WWE, come on, man. I'll get back into wrestling. Give it to me day one. I'm saying there's so much. There's so much to benefit from that purchase. Just think. It'll be good. What do you think,
It's
Hargeet?
actually quite a bit higher than it was before, right? Like at the beginning of the year, it was much lower than where it is now. They've been gaining a lot over the last few months. Yeah.
God damn it, Xbox. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
I'm still not sure if that FTC case is done or not. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Can it just indefinitely linger without any conclusion? Like everybody who was pressing for it is gone.
Yeah, doesn't matter, right? Because they can go back anytime they want to, and they can keep messing around with things. And yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is.
It is what it is correct. All right. Where am I? All right, here we go. And then we have, well, of course, House of Cards, our homie. Thank you.
Yo, what's up?
I see user for games just says member for 11 months. The fuck? What is that?
Thank you.
I don't know. Maybe he just resubscribed, or was that supposed to be your member chat and you didn't say anything? I don't know. Very confused.
I think that's what that is. That's usually a resubscribe.
Oh, is it? Well, shout out to the homie.
Well, thank you. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
That's what's up. Thank you.
I see Rodella verse. What's up, player? I just looked at his thing because he said Marathon has like 686 viewers on Twitch. That's wild. Relski says definitely was a suspect state of play. Oh yeah, that was 100%. Take-Two doing the bartering, saying, all right, we'll take the advertisement. We're still gonna, Marathon ain't shit. They saw what Marathon's like, all right, let's it's gonna die by itself. It doesn't need us on there. We'll go earlier, we'll still crush it. It'll be a good thing. It's fucking crazy, to be honest with you. Music 72 says Marathon cannot come out this year. Bro, it cannot come, dude.
Or the next.
Like when we get to that topic, it's gonna be really clear. Like we're talking about like next gen gaming and fucking preschool crayon gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference between Marathon and our graders. Yo. It's fucking crazy. But it's the truth. It's the truth. I see Vontae in the building.
Vontae was good.
He says, yo, shout out to all the ponies for being bitches and buying Xbox shit. That's
I
beautiful.
love it. Let's go. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, absolutely. The homie Dark Angelic, brother,
Angelic,
thank you
thank
so much for being
you.
here, man. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Player says just snagged the last Switch OLED bundle from our Costco for $297, normally $400. Before they took the cards down for my daughter's birthday. Nice.
Aw.
That's the smart purchase, not that, you know, not the $80 Mario Kart. Let her have the good Mario Kart that is worth, what is it now, 50 or 60? It's worth it at that price. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's 14 years old, but it's still just as good as Mario World.
Agreed.
Mario Kart World or whatever the fuck. Oh shit, it's wild, man. General Spartan in the building. What's up, man?
Yo,
Look at this.
what's good?
Nintendo and Sony deserve the blame for the price raises.
Agreed. 100%.
Listen, my Xbox was cool at 60, but then these motherfuckers said, oh no, we're gonna go to 70. Well, thank you, PlayStation. And then now Nintendo's like, nah, we're gonna go to 80. Well, thank you, Nintendo. Great. Fun times. We're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be fun. Our Lyric in the building. What's up, man?
What's up, fam?
Thank you for being here, homie. Appreciate you. Space Shot.
Yo.
What is up, bro? Thank you for being here, man.
Thank
the
you for
game
rocking out.
adaptation newscast. What is up? He says, I don't recall GTA 6 ever getting a solid release date for it to be considered a delay. It's delayed out of the year. It was confirmed to be 2025, and they confirmed it multiple times leading up to this delay. Maybe even as soon as like a month ago, we had a story about Zelnick coming out, basically confirming that it's still good for this year. But it just shows you how Rockstar just does what they got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're just doing their thing, and they
I mean,
let
good
them
for them.
know every once in a while what they're doing. And Zelnick probably had another fucking little report going on, ready to tell us that it's still coming this year before Rockstar walked in like, yo, we'll see you in 2026, and just closed the door and walked away. They didn't even do anything else. They slipped a little piece of paper under the door with the date. It's how they roll. I can see it. Oh my God. Rodeliver says Marathons has 660 viewers on Twitch. Arc Raider 82,000.
Oh.
God damn.
Damn. That's real crazy.
Damn.
That's real crazy. Mac City Entertainment. What's up, man? Thank you for being here.
What's up, Mac?
Corey No for life. What's
good?
Up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. We got the homie Michael Yu
Let's go
in the building. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Appreciate you, fam. Says, hi, guys.
Hi.
Xbox price hikes suck. There's no way around it. In good news, Forza is in top 2 in at least 27 countries on the PlayStation Store. Player count is at 46.1 million. On April 15th, it was at 45 million.
Damn.
So already 1.1 mil.
So that's all they bought?
That's all
that?
Dude, but you know what it is? I think we already know that pre-order shit, there's not a lot of people who pre-order. And dominating the pre-order store just means that you
does it mean as much on PlayStation?
No, not at all. Not
but
one
it's
bit.
still number one. In a game like
when did it come out?
I think it just came out. Like the official release, I think was just
April
this Tuesday.
28th, right?
I think it was Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
so it's been like
the early release was last week.
5 days before it. Yeah.
Got it. So total,
and you got to remember, most of those pre-orders. So most of that 1.1 million were from, the $99 version. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. Yeah.
So those are the people who had it for the early access, and then now it's been 3 days since it released. So you probably figure maybe like 600,000 or maybe like 400,000, 400, 700. 700 since.
We'll see. Maybe if it grows in a bit, we'll see, right? But it's certainly not, the levels we've seen on PC and Xbox. So.
Listen,
it's not a high bar to go ahead and be on the top
on PlayStation
over at the PlayStation Store. Yes, for sure.
I remember
I want to say to have them all. This is the amount of people that normally show up, right? When something it's like doing
When
really
it's not
well,
a
to
Call
have
of
them,
Duty
yeah, to have them
or a
all show up,
GTA. Yeah,
Yep.
it's
this
very
is their norm,
flattering
right? Unless it's
to
like God of
say
War
to
or
say the
Spider-Man or
least.
something like that.
Just imagine though, because this does give us great perspective, right?
Mhm.
So Indiana Jones topped the pre-order store, and
Oblivion topped it as
Forza.
well.
Well, there was no pre-order; it just topped their regular store.
Yeah.
But the pre-order store, Forza Horizon, topped that, right? And if Forza Horizon topped it with like multiple slots, by the way, the top and multiple slots in the top 5, and it only equaled out to about 1.1 mil. What does that mean for Death Stranding? That
Oh,
hasn't
yes.
been anywhere near
Hey,
what
that's just
Forza
where they are,
Horizon
right?
is.
And now, if I remember right, I'm just trying to remember back to this is 2021 when this came out. I think there were more people who pre-ordered the bundle up, right? The
Yeah, there
upgrade
was 6 million
on the
players.
Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Because they
Oh, no,
wanted to get it early
that's
access.
Starfield, I think. Starfield
Right.
had what, 6 million people.
Yeah, that was
before?
another one. But I think Forza had the same kind of thing where there was a bunch of people. I want to say it was well over 1 million had bought the upgrade to get it early.
Facts.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
so that many
Yeah.
people had that back then, and then it's gone to look at that 45 million. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Facts. Listen, this is it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. Again, there's only so much air in the room over there, right? And for them to do those numbers again, being at the top, and it's been pretty consistent now, right? Everybody,
Yeah.
Astrobot, what's the name? The
Stellar
chick,
Blade.
Stellar Blade, everybody, they were at the top, and then 1.1
So
million.
is that another narrative that goes away? Because I thought Xbox players don't buy games, but look, you got like the top franchise, Forza, and you didn't buy it. Like, this is
I
who
mean,
you guys
even
are.
with Game Pass, it seems like we
We're still
still
buying
buy more
games.
games than they do. But
Wow.
it's mind blowing because where are these boxes? Like, where are these boxes?
They're not even pretty. So it's not like, you could use it as a decorative, piece. Some shit you want to hide. These places are ugly as fuck.
Unless you get those D brand plates, those are better.
Oh, well, yeah, if you listen, they look like routers. I'm sure everybody just puts it next
Oh,
to
I
the
mean, they
router.
do.
Yeah.
That was the most hideous console I've ever seen. I don't know
Deadass.
why the hell they made it like that.
Deadass.
It was
Makes
so
no sense.
stupid. Like, what is this thing?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. That's just the truth at this point. I see the homie Paradigm Shift in the building. What's up, man? Says
Yo.
we here. I love it.
Let's go, baby.
Facts.
Yes.
Appreciate you, homie.
That's
Jesse
the
B in the
energy.
building. What is up, man? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Xena in the building.
What
What
kind
is
of
going
love?
on?
Thank you for rocking out.
Appreciate you. Video Game Armada. What is up, player? Thanks
Yo.
for rocking out with us. Thank you for being here. Oh, it's our boy. Motherfucking Adidas
Yo!
20 in the
Adidas was
building.
good.
Thank you, my brother, for
Happy
being here.
Friday.
Man. Happy Friday. Thank you for that $2 super chat, man. Hope everything
Oh.
is well. Why?
Oh.
Why? No need. Nobody likes it. Let's stop fronting like they do. Everybody hates it. Okay? Everybody hates olives. It's the truth.
That's only you, CMoney. Everybody
Nope.
loves olives. If
God damn it.
people didn't care for olives, like, why would they put it everywhere? Like, olives are literally everywhere.
Because they grow and they're cheap. So they throw it in there to fatten everybody up. Like, here, eat this olive shit. Here, you're full now. Stop eating regular food. This is what they do. Olives are the worst. He says, Game Pass. Enough said. Salute and then olives. So Game Pass, beautiful start.
Yes.
Olives. Why? No reason. Don't know. Would never understand. God,
Your olives have been delivered.
that's so bad. Trey Bone 408 in the building. What's up, man?
Yo,
Thank you for
Trey
being
Bone
here,
was
homie.
good.
Eli, what's going on, man? Eli says Ponybot's mad that you don't feel how they feel. That's the craziest shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just be mad on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like just shut the fuck up on your own. Why you gotta come and try to? I'm gonna clip them. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna make a video on them.
Misery
Fuck
loves
yourself.
company, and they don't care if they have some company. They want all the company, apparently. And there's nothing worse than like for them than seeing anybody else on the other end. They just need everybody on board. It's crazy. It's a little
They're
Cocoa
just
Puffs.
listen. We already know the truth. They are just looking for pony approval. All
Mhm.
right. They want to make sure that they're going to make a video using a clip from us or somebody else who's not crying about it and going to say, look at these shills, these corporate bootlickers. Oh, man, I'm so clever with my words. Damn. Fuck out of here. Go fuck yourself.
Ooh, damn that note, babe. Get it.
You know what
Little
I'm saying?
higher.
I can't- You know what I'm
Woo!
saying? Just hit those high
Yes.
notes. Gotta let them know. Listen, it's no problem feeling what you feel. Just don't be trying to come. Don't talk no shit over here. That's all. Go fuck yourselves. We got the motherfucking homie,
Dan, what's
Dan.
good?
motherfucking Lazaro,
Let's go.
in the building.
Woo!
Member for 11 motherfucking months.
Yes.
My dude.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
my
you so
brother.
much.
Appreciate you, fam. Says Concord had 600 viewers too in beta. Bro, it's identical. It's
Mhm.
identical. They're both doing the identical thing. They're both making a game that has an established dominant force, not only just one, but typically multiple already. And they think they're going to come in and make waves by trying to copy and make up some bullshit. No, nobody cares. Nobody cares. They've been working on Marathon forever.
Mhm.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo. That's what it is, man. It's a straight trash.
I love that they said that they learned from Concord.
Yo, I was just about to
Marathon.
I was just
Like,
about to click this.
I said they learned shit.
Yo,
They
Ray
didn't
Oid
learn.
said this is Sony's problem. They never read the room with their games and service games. I guess Concord didn't teach them a lesson. I wonder how
No.
much of it is Sony not learning and how much of it is, yeah, Bungie, put out another piece of shit so we can take your ass down and stop having to pay 800 people who work there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like just let them fail. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody at Sony was like, yo, did you see what they're about to do? They're about to bury themselves. We got to stop this. And somebody was like, or we can
Hold up. Hear me out.
Just saying, let them go night-night on their own. And then we can just be like, well, we gave you an opportunity.
I mean, they obviously didn't read
Gracias.
the small print, right? So they're not leaving there in one piece.
Mm-mm. Going night-night.
And this
indeed.
it helps.
We got the homie Power Boss in the
Yo,
building.
what's
How you doing, my
good?
brother? Says shout out to the panel.
Let's go.
Salute
Thank
to
you.
Power
Thank
Boss.
you, love. Shout out
One
to
of
you
the
and
OGs.
your lovely wife. Thank you for being
Absolutely.
here.
We got the motherfucking homie Pragmatic Eagle in
Let's
the building with
go.
a very important message.
Tell them.
F Nintendo. That is all.
That's it.
Beautiful.
Listen.
I get it.
I said what I said.
I get it. Feeling it. Brandy Young, what is going on,
Brandy,
homie?
what's up?
Thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Cold to the Canuck in the building.
What's up, fam jam? How you doing today?
What's up, fam?
Happy Friday.
Bird braced? Yeah.
Try again.
Based Brizzle in the building. Thank you, homie, for being here. Appreciate you. Relski says, you know, they really heard now that one of the only games they probably would have bought this year was pushed to 2026. This is what just happened, guys. Somebody else just bought a copy of Forza, or somebody else just bought a copy of Indy. They're like, damn, I really want this shit, but I gotta hold off for Grand Theft. Oh shit, Grand Theft just got delayed. Swipe. Let me get that Forza. Let me get that Indy. That's all. Let's put it this way. Nobody said, oh, Grand Theft got delayed. let me go pre-order Ghost of Yote. Nobody said no one ever.
Well, they can't yet, right?
Yeah, they just
they just went out
literally
today, right?
It just goes. It went out today.
$250,000.
Wow.
$250 for their collector's edition, bro.
Mm.
And it's not even a statue. It's like a
No.
bootlegged mask. It's a good time. It's a good time. Doesn't look good. I can tell you that much. Has the store been updated? Because it went up today.
Yep, I can see it on their store. It's now pre-order available.
Okay, where is it? Where does it fall? Did it finally overtake some
I mean-
Xbox games? Maybe.
Oh, as far as like the listing, I don't think that's gonna come up until tomorrow or maybe next week or something.
What do you mean? Oblivion came up the same day.
Because that was for sale, right? As you said, it's not a pre-order.
Rushed in.
But let me just see. I'll see if it's there on the store yet for listing. Probably not. I'm gonna guess, but we'll see. Best selling. No, that's probably not it. But
Power Boss says, if you like this content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please do. That would be dope. He also says, don't forget to become a member. It is as low as $5. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not there yet.
No, they're probably hiding it. They're like, don't.
Usually it takes it a day or two to show up.
Don't look at our games.
No, I have to be hopeful that there's at least more than 1 million people on PlayStation that are hardcore enough that they would want to pre-order Ghost of Yote. I have to believe that their biggest game of like the last 2 years, like what was the last big game they released? I don't know. But Ghost of Yote is a game that they've been waiting for. I have to believe that there's enough people on PlayStation to push it to the #1 spot. Because I promise you, if they come out and show Ghost of Yote in the pre-order rankings and it's not #1,
Rocky's gonna lose his shit.
bro, it's game over, yo.
Yeah,
It's game
seriously,
over, yo.
seriously,
It'll be
though.
game over. It just proved that nobody in that house gives a shit about PlayStation games. I mean, even if it is #1, the vast majority of people don't give a shit. But still, at least it would show sign of life. You know what I'm saying? It would show.
It needs to have a pulse for
just
sure.
Xbox
It needs
games.
to have a pulse and hopefully, like, break through that mill and a half pattern that they have going on, for them to feel some sort of hope of like, maybe we can just kind of take a step back and go ahead into those single player games that we used to make, and maybe that's our audience that we need to go back to, right? Obviously on a smaller scale, new budgets, but
Yeah, you have to imagine that there'll be, again, some type of sign of life. I mean, listen, Death Stranding is not up there, so who knows? We'll see. I'm definitely interested. Power Boss is back with the last public service announcement saying joining the Discord is free. Join at the link he provided. Please do. It's dope to see everybody in there. Everybody has a great time in there, shooting the shit, talking gaming, making fun of shit, just having a good old time. It's a good place. Go check it out. I see Knight of Cypher in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you. I also knew 100% that Pragmatic Eagle was the homie. He says, my little sister loves olives. I can't stand olives. That's our boy. That's just the way it is. I'm just saying. It's the truth. I've got Fossil 924 in the building.
Fossil, what's up?
Oh, shit. E-Ranks in the building says, I'm sick of people crying over what ponies think. Pabs,
baby.
Pabs, indeed. This is the thing. It's crazy when you see like some of these people who are out here making videos and have like ponies saying, "Oh, you better give them the smoke. You better give them the smoke. You always give smoke to the ponies. Look at what Xbox is doing. You better give them the smoke." And it's like, fam, like, I really don't care what you think we should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really can give three shits.
I mean,
Like
why
said,
would you take advice from people that you don't want to be in the position that they're in? Right?
Facts.
That's not where you look for approval from, advice from. Like, that's not what smoke do they give to PlayStation? Right? And they have
Facts.
plenty of reasons.
Facts.
So, I mean, I don't think they're the ones to listen to or to try to impress. Who are they?
You know, it's crazy because I feel like there's a lot of people who look at it and they say, well, we're not like them. Okay. We're not like them. So I'm going to show you and I'm going to destroy Xbox so that the ponies know that we're not like them.
I'll show them.
Even though ponies spend their entire time trying to destroy Xbox.
So they're doing the same exact
But you're
damn thing.
not like them, except you're just like them. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know. There's a difference between bringing awareness to it and people who are just losing their fucking minds over it.
Yeah.
To be clear, I'm not saying you can't
Like,
talk
I
about it or
can't-
acknowledge
I can't
about
with
the
this
problem
right now. I can't handle this
But like
right
the
now.
people who are being
Yeah.
fucking dramatic, like the world is over, Xbox done, fucking close the shop, cancel Game Pass, delete everything. We're all moving to PlayStation, Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Like the fuck out of here, yo.
Like, do you have your console? Do you have your Game Pass subscription? What does it matter to you?
I'm just
Right?
saying,
And
you already
again,
have the
aim the
Xbox.
gun in the right direction.
Yeah.
If you didn't cry out and have a problem when Nintendo was doing this, then shut the hell up. Because Xbox is not the one that started this shit. So, non-issue here.
Yeah. A lot of people are, they're saying that Xbox is starting this when, Nintendo just did it and PlayStation just did it. I mean, the fact that I'm sorry, that PlayStation didn't do it to the United States yet, because I mean that's about to happen anytime. So Sony PlayStation fanboys thinking that this is a win for them. Like that's what nobody celebrated what Nintendo did, because they knew there was going to be a domino effect, and everybody was going to start to follow suit. We spoke about it last week, right, and a couple of weeks before that. When
so much about it.
If Nintendo did this shit, what in the fuck were Xbox and PlayStation do? When their games they have higher budgets, they take a lot more work to do, etc. Not to say that like the games are better, because that's at the end of the day subjective, but I'm just saying that there's more money involved in this game being made for both PlayStation and Xbox than Nintendo. And they came over here trying to push $80 games, and after Expedition 33, for example, doing so great at $50. I mean, imagine that, and it looks incredible. And that's just one example. We got other games that for the other game that's kicking everybody's butt right now is Arc Raiders. That game is gonna be $40. So think about it. So it's just like not the right move, I believe, for Xbox. I think they should have, hold it up, but like they're not the ones to blame, because at the end of the day, there's everything. Now, they could have made a better decision. Yeah, of course. Do we want a price increase? No, it's a difference between wanting a price increase, like we seen Colin Moriarty, going in his fucking podcast in Sacred Symbols and saying that he's willing to pay $100 for video games. That's another story. We never said that shit. We are like, okay, we will pay it because we are fucking gamers and we like this shit. But it's seriously disgusting that we had to look into gaming becoming something like that, like out of the reach, and getting priced out of consoles and shit. Because I mean, it's not making any sense that what we're seeing. 5 years into the generation, this shit should be getting cheaper. It shouldn't be getting more expensive. It's old tech. Like I gave the example earlier in the show today about buying an iPhone 6 today. Like what would that be? Like how much could that possibly be? What like is it gonna be more expensive than an iPhone 13 or 14 or whatever? Like of course not. It's all fucking tech, bro. So it's just like I feel like Xbox is trying to push everybody towards PC, which is more profitable for them. They're still going to keep the consoles going regardless because obviously a lot of people use it, but it's more convenient for them for you to go to PC and mobile. And why PC? Well, because on PC, the minute that you buy a PC, you're gonna start using Windows, right? Because you need the operating system. So that's another thing that you have to pay. And if you have a computer and you're a young person or somebody who's still going to college or working or something, you're still going to use Office, and you that's another service that that they're going to charge you with. So is it like something that I agree with? Like, obviously now nobody wants a price increase, but everybody knows that, hardware is getting expensive, and it is not only Xbox, and it's getting to a point that it's making more sense just to buy a PC. Like I'm tired of saying it here. People who got multiple consoles, like the PlayStation and the Xbox, and put them both together like $1,500 or $1,600. That's a great PC build right there that is perfectly capable of running games better than any console, and you get the best of both worlds, right? Because PlayStation is putting the games on PC. They got no choice. Xbox been doing it for a long time, and they've been doing great. They've been great at it. So it's just like, play whatever the fuck you want, but at the same time, be mindful of your wallet. This is like something that we didn't want to see, but it was inevitable. That just know this: the fact that we still got the choice to get Game Pass, even though these games are going to become $80, is a blessing. Because guess what Sony PlayStation fanboys have and what Sony has? They got nothing like that. So if games are $80, they're gonna have to swallow it up no matter what. At least in the Xbox ecosystem, you got the choice. And even let's say hardware is too expensive for you, Xbox already gave you a solution: play on the cloud. It might not be the most optimal way, but if you don't got money like that, you can't really be choosing. At least they're making it more accessible in a way, So I just believe that it's just the whole gaming in general, being fucked up. And it is just like, it doesn't make sense to me that gaming is becoming more expensive when it should have been the other way around. Especially because now technology is way more advanced. They're utilizing AI to help them in numerous processes making these games. So it's just like, come on, bro. Like, shit can be harder now. Like, imagine being a dev in a slower computer from back in the day. Like, now computers like now go at the speed of light. You just press click and it just fucking happens. And back in the day, you had to load. Everything was slower. One window, the opening another window will make your computer slower, and things like that. And now you can just load up so many things at the same time. It just, it's just part of the process, right? Where gaming is going. And I think, everybody's gonna follow it up. Do we agree with it? No. Are we gonna still play games? Hell yeah. There's no way we're stopping playing games. You can always wait for a discount too. You just don't have to buy these games day one, guys. And speak with your wallets. Like, the minute they start realizing that people are not buying these $80 games and they're not giving in to FOMO, they're gonna push it back, because it's like like, what do you think is gonna happen? If you don't buy these Xboxes that they have in store right now or on the shelves, and nobody's buying it, what do you think is going to happen? They are going to lower the price and put everything on clearance. Like, it happens with Toys R Us. For a long time, they were expensive as fuck to buy some toys. And the minute that they were, getting rid of all the stores because they were done, right? They were, they were broke. And they started putting everything on clearance. You know what I mean? They could have done that to save themselves a little bit and maybe hold up, do a little longer, but they didn't. So I'm just saying, man, nobody likes the price increase. We're still going to be playing games. We're not mad about it, but we got to speak about it. We got to, speak the truth.
Nobody likes a price increase. I agree with
course.
that. But what was the only choice that Xbox had? if Mario Kart is coming out here at $80 with
Yep.
the quality of their games, and listen, they are being selective. They are going to go ahead
Yeah.
and see which ones fall where. But if Mario Kart is $80 and then the quality of their games, the only choice they had was going above that $80, and they didn't. They're saying, we're going to go ahead and match it. For me, the reality is that when it comes to the consoles, they've been taking an L. If you didn't jump in on this generation and you're coming in late, it is what it is. You're gonna have to deal with the new prices. And that's just it. Maybe you should have gotten one earlier. And there are options. There's Game Pass. There are the Fire Stick if you can't get the console. Play somewhere else, right? At the end of the day, at least you can go ahead and access Xbox games in other ways. Whereas Nintendo is telling you, if you can't afford the Switch 2, go get the Switch 1. And that is your option. Done.
Yeah. Listen, 100%. We're not in the topic yet, so we're gonna say we can get to the topic a little later. But you're right. I mean, this is the truth. You know, I mean, obviously, did Xbox have an option? Yeah, they could have said no. We're just gonna keep our prices low and just keep subsidizing the cost of everything, and just make things harder for us when everybody else is clearly going to move forward in pricing, and we're just gonna stay behind. Listen, they did it when PlayStation went to 70. Okay. But like I said last time, and I don't want to go too far into this shit because we're going to talk about it in a little bit, but they didn't go up not because they didn't want to. They would have. They just felt like they didn't have the games to justify the 70 yet. That's the only reason they didn't go to 70. As soon as they started feeling like the output that they were doing was worth the 70, whether and honestly, when I say that, I mean more like the budget that they're putting into it, right? When they know they're spending crazy amount of money on a job, on a game, it's like, yeah, there's your 70. If they spend less, there's your 50, there's your 40. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they've proven out. But guess what? They have the $70 games now. You know what I'm saying? Like the quality is there. If everybody else is 70, that they should be at 70. And they're just being proactive. When everybody else is going to 80, we'll be at 80. Now, PlayStation, they didn't really talk about anything because, well, what fucking game do they have to make more money? We already know Ghost of Yotei been happening before anything else, so you can't come out and be like, oh, that's going to be your 80. That being said, they have a $250 collector's edition with nothing in there that's worth $250. So, everybody's trying to get theirs however they can, apparently.
Let's go to Fillmore Pockets real quick. He says Xbox had the lowest price games and console. And where did that get them? Exactly.
They bend over too much for everyone,
Mhm.
right? Oh, we have to be the nice guy all the time. Let's be cheap. Let's be cheaper. Let's do this. Let's change everything because they were crying. What did that do for them, bro?
Do we want to just wait for the topic?
Yes,
Keep
God damn
talking
it.
about
Sorry. Shit. See, this is what happens. We got the whole betray bowl.
It's good.
408 in the building, member for 6 motherfucking months.
Woo!
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, homie. Says GTA delayed so 2K could add the DLC they were planning to the main game so they can say it's worth 130 standard cost. It's big. We got GTA 6 delay before GTA 6. Yo, it's true. It's true. Look, GTA, I think GTA 6 is gonna be like you got like let's just look at the pattern of what's happened, right? Like we had GTA 3, which was great, right? Started everything, right? First on PlayStation 2, fucking was this amazing new thing that we never thought possible in games. They gave it to us. Great. GTA 4, I loved it. Bigger, better, did a lot more. Modding community on there was crazy. There was so much cool shit on there. Love that game. Red Dead 1, well, technically Red Dead 2, right? Red Dead 1 wasn't theirs, right? It was Red Dead. Yeah, so Red Dead Revolver was the game that existed, and then they took it over and made Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption, fucking amazing, right? Then we got GTA 5. GTA 5 was fucking crazy good, right? I mean, for me, I love the story, I love the world, I love everything they did. So good. And then they took off online, fucking got them more money than anybody would ever fucking need to make a game, right? Crazy money, stupid money, crazy success. And what they did with that is they didn't just say, all right, let's just keep things normal and simple. They made Red Dead Redemption 2, which is probably one of the best games ever created in the history of games. It's fucking amazing. Story, epic, beautiful. Graphics, to this day, fucking stunning. They added so much content to that game. I tell the story multiple times about when I went to play when you and I were doing her, him, and
And a
and a
mic.
Mike mad long ago.
Yellowstone. We were diving into
So there's
Yellowstone.
about
Yeah.
cowboys and shit. So we used to leave Red Dead Redemption playing in the background while we talked. And then for the last one, we said, fuck it, let me go walk. And I just searching through the whole talk we were having, just walking around, just doing nothing. We were just having our talk back and forth. And then I stumbled. I beat the game years ago, beat the game. Just stumbled across this building at night, lights on, music playing, singing. Never saw it before in my
Dancing.
life.
Yeah.
Had no intention of finding it, just wandering. Walk up to it, get closer. It's at night. I creep through the window. Them motherfuckers see me in the window, start singing, who's that? Girls start running out. They grab their guns. They come out to come kill me. And the women all ran out the back and ran out. Like, that was so crazy. You know, I killed everybody, let the women live, went into the house,
Took
found
all
all
the
their
money.
money. Music was like, this is so dope.
Yeah.
And that was a random event that I may have never ever seen if I didn't start walking again randomly in a game that I already beat. Come on, man. They're the GOATs, bro. So they're going ahead, they're taking this time. They're going to outdo what they did, right? Like that's the benefit that they have right now. They have no one's gonna tell them no. You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna tell them no. You don't think fucking Zelnick, whatever the fuck that dude's name is, Zaus, whatever. The guy who runs Take Two. You think he's gonna fucking be like, well, no, you better fucking put that shit out. I told all these people that is coming out this year. You better put that shit out. No, you're gonna tell Rockstar what to do. They're fucking crazy. Until they prove us different, until they fuck up royally, they have all the benefit in the world to just make whatever the fuck they want to make. I have no doubt in my mind that this game is gonna be fucking crazy. Just that trailer alone, with the amount of shit they showed us.
Yeah, that was sick.
Oh man, it's gonna be fucking epic. It's gonna be good. I can't
But
wait.
see the difference, how you know they're gonna deliver something great. And it's like PlayStation's just in trouble. Anytime they delay anything, it's like, anything
Facts.
they show, and anytime they show anything, it's like, what are they doing?
Facts. Agreed. Now let me get this one, and then we're gonna get started.
Let's
because we
go.
kind of just talked about Grand Theft Auto, and that's the first topic. So we got Edward Lafferty in the building, my dude. Thank you
Edward
so much
was
for being
good.
here. Says ponies and Nintendos were defending prices just a few days ago.
Yep.
As it is, I expected Microsoft to drop its subsidies just next gen. They're early, but Microsoft doesn't really care about consoles. I mean, it's true, right? When you go and you think about the ponies and their whole discussion about the Pro, that everyone mocks because the Pro is not
I
a
mean,
Pro.
no, but it's a, to them, it's a 4090. It's quality. If you want the best, you're paying
Don't
this much
pocket
because
watch
the
me.
next console is gonna be cheaper with better technology. Somehow it's gonna be cheaper. So they excuse that nonsense, and then Nintendo, it's Nintendo, it's Mario. Of course, it's fine, right? Until Xbox says we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, right? And who's to tell them they don't deserve to do the same thing, if not more? Come on, man.
dude, just instead of talking about it, do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Unsubscribe. Tell them, you know what, guys? Fuck you. I'm canceling my subscription to Game Pass. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna buy all my games at full price.
And
That's
all
how
the
I'm gonna
games
fight
are made by you.
back. I'm gonna go buy PlayStation. Fuck Xbox. I'll just buy all my Xbox games over there at full price. I'll show you. Good times.
Wow.
Good times.
You know
All right.
what's funny? I want to say
Yes.
something. You know what's funny? That when Forza Horizon dropped on PS5 at $99, they didn't say shit. They said, we
Mhm.
got
Nope.
your games. That was your time that you could have been like, you know, we're not going to buy this shit. Xbox is bullshit. You know, but at the end of the day, y'all so easy, right, to get. And we tired of telling you here, you're getting milk. You're getting milked. And you continue to say, you know what? Like, oh, you know, we got your game. We got your games. There you have it. That's another thing too. They didn't
Right.
call it out, and we did
True.
call it out. We was like, "What the fuck is Xbox doing? Charging $100 for a game that's in early access? That was really scummy. Like, let's keep it real. That was scummy as fuck. Because it's like me, you know, like CMoney, like telling you, hey, you have early access for a game that is old. Like, it just doesn't make sense to even have that word in there. And they didn't say nothing. They were like, oh, you know what I mean? We buy games, we support the devs, all of that bullshit. And
you know what they did, Demo? They came out here with their receipts.
Yeah, they did. They
what I
were all
got.
like MBG, instead of playing the other shit that he get on PlayStation, it was, you know, playing Forza, saying that he was really loving it.
Yeah.
Funny
It's how
shit.
they are, bro.
Yep.
It's true. You got the homie Spartan 661 says happy Friday.
Happy Friday, love. Thank you for being here.
Remake Station 5. People are dumb and don't know what's value until it's too late.
Mhm.
Those are the facts.
100%.
You got Gen X Gamer, my dude. Thank you for being here. Says, yep. Instead of capping for Sony, you had 5 years to buy an Xbox. Like that, I gotta be, man. Again, we're gonna talk about it, bro. But like,
it's true. Bars.
I hate pretending like I give a fuck about other people. Like I just can't. I can't see it.
I can't do it.
Like it's not my fucking problem if you didn't think Xbox was worth it to you. Yes, do I have sympathy for the small amount of people who've just been saving their money for the last 5 years to try to get an Xbox? Yes, those people I feel sorry for.
Not if they bought a PlayStation first.
Or if you chose Nintendo and then you're like, but I wanted to get an Xbox next and now I'm screwed.
CMoney, let me tell you something.
Fucking bad, bitch.
You know
you chose the wrong fucking lane.
Exactly, but guess what? Guess what? It's all bullshit. It's all fake outrage. Why? Where was the outrage before? It's only when Xbox steps into the situation that they want to make a problem out of it. If the prices don't go up, they're still not going to buy the damn console.
They didn't do it when it was cheap as fuck. It was cheap. It was dirt cheap. It was $250 at some point.
$150.
And they did, there was like, it's not worth it. And the same thing with the Series X has been in promotion a lot of times. They say it's not worth it. Well, now Xbox got value.
In a row, it was less than $400.
Yeah, now Xbox actually has value because they have a bunch of games coming. They have Game Pass, which is an amazing service. So they kind of can front. They can front. They can go ahead and do this.
The value. There you go. I can appreciate that they're like showing their value before they go ahead and make these moves, right? We've seen the videos. We've seen the side by side between the Pisser and the X and the S and the 5, right? We've seen the videos. We know what's what. We know where the value lies. So
I can't get like this fake white knight bullshit, bro. Like I'm so sick of it, dude. Like everybody who's not an Xbox fan is just talking shit because why? Because they want to see
Xbox die. They want Game Pass to go away, right?
Everybody
stop feeding into that bullshit. Stop helping them.
Exactly. Everybody who's an Xbox fan who has Game Pass, who has an Xbox Series X or Series S already, to come out here and fucking you don't give a fuck. You don't care about these motherfuckers out there who didn't buy an Xbox yet that now have to. It doesn't affect you. Don't lie. Don't lie.
I mean,
People, all these
obviously,
fucking people on Twitter, they're fake as fuck.
I
dog.
mean,
When
they
go
just
online,
want
they
to
say,
be a part of the
hold
conversation.
on, let me.
Go
all
ahead.
these fucking people who I see on Twitter trying to write their 2 cents. I'm never going to say it's okay for a corporation to charge more money. And look at what's happening. They're going to ruin it. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares what you have to say, dog. Those 5 people in your replies don't matter. Okay? They don't matter. They gassing you up, making you feel better. No, just shut the fuck up. You don't care. You have the product. You're not fucking a savior. You're not going out there saying, you know what? Xbox is fucking up. I'm going to open up my checkbook. If you need the money, I'm going to help you get it. No. So if you're not going to do that, shut the fuck up. All you're doing is trying to cry. Bro, those days of Xbox buckling because of crying, that shit is long gone, bro. When they did that for the Xbox One generation and they were coming out of the 360 generation on a high and they had an amazing plan that literally is what we're doing now, except worse somehow because some of the things they didn't go through with, like the family plan. Outside of Game Pass, obviously, which we got, but again, in a world where Game Pass didn't exist, they were doing fine, but they buckled. And because they buckled, everything was fucking confusing. Everything went to shit. They fucked up, and now they were in this situation. It's all because they listened to punk asses who are going to go on YouTube or on Twitter and fucking cry every chance they fucking get. Except Nintendo went ahead and did their thing, and yeah, people talked about it for a little bit, and then the Nintendo went on sale, and then it was sold out everywhere. $80, $450 for a $300 machine, sold out everywhere. What?
It's Nintendo,
Who did? What?
right?
The fuck?
Should we just like do this topic because we just don't seem to be able to
I
like
know,
push it aside?
because it's the biggest fucking thing going on. It's so hard to not talk about it.
Real quick. I want to address something that I didn't know I had to break down.
Go ahead.
Return True says, Doodle, it was because some of us, maybe natively,
No, naively.
naively, thought, baby, I can't see.
I know.
Really thought Xbox cared about gaming and community. We really thought they wanted to bring gaming to a wider player base. Now they feel like just another company. It's a business.
That's real wild.
It's a business.
Listen, I appreciate what you're saying, right? I can understand that.
We can put a
Right,
pin on
but
it and then bring it up in the topic.
Oh,
Just keep
goddamn, you're
going.
right. Okay, star it.
Hold
baby.
on.
Star
Yeah,
it.
let's get back to all these, right? Because there's definitely a lot to talk about and all that, but
Yeah, star it, and we'll get back to it, so we can do that because that is a whole nother thing. Okay,
There we go.
yeah, you know what? You guys are saying a lot of bars. All right. Look at Soul Rag. First of all, shout out to Soul Rag watching us over on Twitter. Thank you so much for rocking out with us. Says, I paid $330 for a Series X at Target during the holidays. That was your fucking time, bro.
Hargy, how much did you pay for the one that you returned and got?
yeah, I paid
even
$350
more?
and that came with Diablo.
$350 with Diablo.
And then you made more money from it than you paid for it.
I got $420 for putting it into GameStop. That was freaking awesome.
I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna get my fucking sympathy, bro. It's like a customer who says, nah, I'm not gonna buy. I need to go see other people. Can you hold this discount for me? And it's like, no, bitch.
You
If
buy
you
now.
go see the other people
Stay
and then
there.
still decide you want to come back, that means that I was just better anyway, bitch. So no, I'm gonna charge you full fucking price. No, you take the discount now, or I'll see you later at full. No problem. Whatever you want to do, let's do it, right? No, don't fucking cry now that you waited. That was your choice. The deals were there. The
Somebody
deals
say
were
hard key is
there.
copper.
Hell yeah, hard key. Hard key's not fucking around.
I mean, in a way, that's probably true, right? I mean, but we used it. It was just sitting on a TV that wasn't being used for a couple of years now, but it is what it is.
Facts, Joe. At Dill said the same thing. Look at this. I sold my Launch Series X for 340 euros and bought the white 1 terabyte X for 470. Pretty good.
Yeah, my thought was I was going to
deal,
switch
bro.
over to the 2 terabyte, right? That was what I was putting it towards, but they're just not available. That 2 terabyte is very hard to get, so it is what it is.
That's real wild, Joe.
Are we gonna get into the topic? 'Cause-
I know, right? Should we
Let's
just move
do it.
into-
Let's do
wait,
it.
one last thing, and then we'll
or-
get into the
Oh,
topic.
that's what you said. Like,
Come on,
Cypher,
Simone.
I haven't
Okay,
seen my homie in a long time. I
no,
wanted to say
Cypher
what's
was
up.
good.
Haven't seen my homie in a while. What's going on, man? Thank you for being here, brother. Says never negotiate with terrorists, and the people who are whining and crying about Xbox are gaming terrorists. Every time
It's
Xbox gave
true.
into demands, they took another mile and just make more demands. 100
Yep.
fucking percent,
Yep.
bro. We're sick of that
100%. I
shit.
love that. Yes, you
Sick of that
don't negotiate
shit,
with
bro.
terrorists. Listen, what do you think they're gonna do? What do you think is gonna happen? And they've taken advantage of the situation. The fact that they freaking go ahead and they listen to what the community has to say and what they want, that has been insanely milked.
And there's
They've
certain
taken
things
advantage of that to the
game-wise,
max.
they listen, and that's good. Every business-wise, this is what they're giving you now. They took lessons from a bunch of broke motherfuckers to tell them how to run their fucking $1 trillion company. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. All right. Cypher, good to see you, man. Thank you for rocking
Cypher,
out.
thank you for rocking out.
All right. Let's
Night of Cypher, read that. Oh my gosh.
what happened?
Oh my gosh. Night of Cypher.
Night
Hold
of
on.
Cypher. Jesus hates gaming terrorists. Yo, that's real wild. That's real wild. Oh my god. All right. Let's start this bitch. Where's my book? Should we start with this?
I mean, I think
Because
we have
I
to.
feel like we'll double back to Grand Theft because this is a little like it's,
You might as well, because apparently you're so pumped up about it. Might as well get into it.
might as well.
And the chat's all in on it.
Oh.
The chat is on fire. They are ready.
All right. Okay, here we go. All right, so the way I put it on here is simple. Xbox is the bad guy again, while Nintendo, they get a pass. Okay, that is what I put on there. Yeah, I don't know who this Adam dude is. I
Poor-
don't know if he's coming over here just to talk shit. So I don't know what it was, but I know he said that Dirt called us out on his show. Don't know. Sounds weird. But
Does sound weird.
guess we'll find out.
Guess so.
All right. So let's see. Xbox bad guy. Nintendo going ahead. Getting a free pass. PlayStation. We just did a few shows back to back about how they've been raising prices all over the world for their consoles and their peripherals and such. But yeah. Okay. I feel like let's bring back the pinned comment, and then we can just kind of go off of that. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So we're bringing it back. Here we go. Return true. Thanks for being here, man. It says Doodle. It was because some of us, maybe naively, really thought Xbox cared about gaming and the community. We really thought they wanted to bring gaming to a wider player base. Now they feel like just another company. Okay. So that was the
But
message.
It is a
So-
company. I think the way that they go ahead and care about gaming is, through
Supplying games.
supplying games, quality games, pushing the industry forward, hitting the next gen quality of games, right? That we've been asking for. And honestly, continuing to support passion projects, stories like South of Midnight that it's may not sell freaking crazy, but it's something that needs to be told and put out there, right? I just listen, business is business at the end of the day. And if they have to let people go, or if they have to go ahead and suit up and do, fit into what they need to be equivalent to the competition, right? And to be looked at fairly and treated the same, which is not what happens out there. Even if their prices are lower, even if they have better quality, that's not the way that they're respected, appreciated, and seen. I think I would say that they're the ones that do try to connect with the community. They're the ones that do try to meet you halfway and kind of listen, right? And I think that has been taken for granted. I think last year was a huge example of how they were trying to burn down Xbox because they put those 4 games, or they before they even announced something like that, they went ahead out there and talked about how Xbox was going to put games on PlayStation, and Twitter just ran with it. So if you have your own fan base with a lack of trust, right, willing to destroy the brand in a quick second over rumors or anything that doesn't suit what they want, I think those bridges have been burned by the people out there that love to go ahead and get on that Xbox bandwagon. And again, I'm not saying this because I think that what they're necessarily doing is bad. I understand why they're doing it, right? It makes sense to me.
Well,
I
if
have my
everybody's doing it,
consoles. I have Game Pass. And yes, I'm not naive. I understand the amount of games that they're putting in Game Pass. And I know that, April was insane and things are just going to continue to get crazier. And 2026 is going to be wild when it comes to gaming. So I understand that, just like Netflix, just like Hulu, just like Disney Plus, Apple TV, the prices will go up. That's just what happens,
and we're not
right?
advocating for it. We're not
We're
saying, hey,
not saying,
this
hey,
should
charge
happen,
us more.
because that's crazy,
But
because nobody wants to do that no matter how much money you have, right? Like, that's just the reality. There's nobody who
no one
says,
wants to
I want
pay
to
more.
buy things at a higher price than I need to, right? Nobody wants to do that. That is just the reality. But they did not start the fight, dude. They did not do that. It's another party who started the shit.
And if anything, at least just like they did with Game Pass, they're giving you a head start. They're letting you know before things kick in. And it's not like they haven't been doing this, because I feel like no one recognizes and has anything positive to say when they go ahead and they do something different, right? Like an update that doesn't cost you anything. That's not celebrated out there, right? It's not announced because the competitors go ahead and charge an extra $10 or however much for an update, right? Or when it comes to freaking announcing the fact that this is going to go ahead and kick in later. I mean, we paid what? $50 for South of Midnight? That was the price.
Well, we didn't
Hellblade
pay
2,
shit. We had
well,
Game
I know,
Pass,
but Hellblade 2,
and they sent it to us.
$50 as well. Like, they have been gauging where these games fall for a while now. They're going to continue to do the same. It's just that the new higher bracket, instead of $70 as dictated by Nintendo, it will now be 80. And I don't know how we can understand that if other companies are doing this, that they're going to go ahead and do the same. At least they have other options. Nintendo games do not lower in price. Very rarely that you go ahead and catch $10 off a Nintendo game or something like that. You know, if you want to play those games, you have to buy them. You have the Game Pass option, and that's still on the table. They're not taking that away from you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you can't buy the console this late into the game and you haven't bought it and you want to play those Xbox games, go get a Fire Stick. There are other options. You don't have to spend $700 on a PlayStation 5 Pro over here, or, the Series X. Go ahead and buy that in order to play these games. You have access to them in other ways.
It's the reality.
This is a reminder. I'm just gonna say this real quick. This is a reminder, real quick, that to everybody, that these are companies, bro, trying to make money. The fact that Xbox is putting everything everywhere is because it's convenient to them. They wouldn't have done it otherwise. They realized that the exclusive model is outdated, and then now everything should be played everywhere, and that's what they're doing it. So being attached to these companies in an emotional level like that is not healthy for you, man. Just understand this: that you love their product and they love your money. So it's gotta be like a relationship, right? 50-50, in which you get what you want from
they don't
them.
take advantage
Right.
of their power.
You get what you want of them, and they get what they want from you. But also, we got to keep in mind that these companies will take advantage of you, if they get the choice. And look, the price increase for the consoles is something that doesn't worry me anymore. I'm more concerned about the $80 games, because I feel like that's an epidemic that's going to spread throughout PC as well. So on the side of things of PC, usually games are not like that, but the $70 games have made an appearance, here and there on PC. For example, a game like Kingdom Come Deliverance was $70 on the console and $60 on the PC on Steam, which is that's what I bought the game, and that's what I would do, and that's what you should be doing too. Take a look at these stores, and see what you can get it cheaper and get it there.
Demo
That's
right
just
now,
what it is.
console people don't have that opportunity to do that, but
They
come
will.
next gen, they will. The
Even
question
this
is,
gen.
is Xbox going to roll it into the older consoles? Because that would be real crazy too.
CMoney, they still had the choice, because you can still use GeForce Now to play your Steam library. So that's another choice. You can buy your games on Steam and then stream it on GeForce Now, which is available also on the Xbox and in many TVs as well. So the options are there. I believe that Xbox is doing what they need to do to keep going, or whatever, what every other company is going to do and will do. And like Simon is saying, I think that's a part that we got to make it clear for people thinking that we are defending this and what we want. Because I think that people just like bending like what we're talking about and making it seem like we're trying to justify the price increase. We're just telling you that regardless of what you're saying, they're going to do what they're going to do because they're companies, right? We don't have to be okay with it. We can raise our voice and be like, okay, this is fucked up. We still don't want it, but we can be blind to the facts that of what everything is going on right now in the gaming industry and where we're heading. So I think that is like sort of like they making it seem like we're trying to defend this, and we are truly not. We're just saying that it happens and we can talk about it, but they're gonna do what the fuck they're gonna do. No matter what, we're still gonna buy the games. That's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, we're not leaving, right? If you're leaving, that's a different story, but I'm not, right? So I understand that nobody wants to spend more money. I don't. That's why we have Game Pass. If I didn't care, I would say, well, I want to own my games. I won't have Game Pass. I want to own my games. Okay,
Yeah.
that would be me if I didn't care, right? And I was like, fuck it. The money don't matter. I want to buy all this shit that I want to buy. Great. How many games are released in April? 6, 7, 8?
Yeah.
$400. No problem. Fuck yeah. I could have spent 20, but no.
Yeah.
No. I'll spend
I believe Game Pass still makes sense, and it's still a great deal. Buying an Xbox console is still a great deal.
And
Don't be thinking that, because I see some ponies saying that now the PlayStation 5 Pro is the best deal. And I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, I don't think so. You can still find Xbox, like cheap Xbox out there, like the Xbox Series X. Like, I mean, And why are people complaining too? Another reason is like nobody wanted the Xbox, so why are the people complaining about the price increase? Because nobody wanted it. So everyone was like, oh, hey, people won't give a shit. Let's see if it's true. And look, little did we know that everybody loves Xbox and they want one now. So I mean that's just one way to look at it, and it's kind of weird, right? Yeah. So for the people out there wondering, yeah, we don't want to pay more, but I mean, sadly, it is what it is. It's like gas at the gas station. We don't want to buy gas at the gas station, but we got no choice because that's all it is. And the same thing happened in gaming, in PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. Everything is going up in price. Look at Nintendo came out here with that controller with $80 controller, something like that, with the regular buttons and shit. And we tired of talking about about many other options with controllers, like Power A Fusion, the Recon, and the Razer controllers being very, very cheap with buttons in the back, trigger stops, and things of this sort, giving you a better deal in peripherals. So the options are there. You don't have to buy the Xbox Elite. You can just go ahead and do like I did, and I didn't want to pay the $200 for the Elite, so I got me the Wolverine Tournament Edition, and it's got trigger stops, buttons in the back, only $100, guys.
Let me see demo. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay, here.
Turn it. Which one?
That's that Razer.
That's that Razer.
Oh, Razer, yes.
Fire. I love it. Everything is nice and clicky. It's just a dope controller for a cheap price. So guys, the same things go with consoles. I mean, you don't have to go ahead and buy from Amazon. You can just go ahead and go to a store, Best Buy or whatever, and they have deals still. Like they're telling you they increasing the prices, but the truth is the deals still exist. The same thing happened with the PlayStation, right? Then they hide the prices, and now they have a Astronaut bundle for $300 or something, $400. Something like that. So I mean, just the fact everybody thinking that this is Armageddon, and this is really not Armageddon. This is just like a regular thing that happens. I don't know, have Xbox increased the price of the consoles before? I think they did it.
Yes,
before,
they have outside of the US.
Yeah. All right. So now is the turn of the US. They did increase it in Brazil. I think that's one of the places that people complain the most about. I think the Xbox was really expensive in Brazil. But I mean, that's it, guys. It's just like I mean, if just pick with your wallet. If you don't want to buy an Xbox, don't buy an Xbox. Play with the cloud. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I mean, what choice do you have? This is console gaming for you. This is console gaming for you. You don't get the freedom that you get in other places. And now hopefully Xbox can change that about console gaming, bringing more stores into the ecosystems to give you again more options. So I mean, it's just a matter of time before everything, I think, gets better. We just got to go through some rough patches right now, and then we'll see. But it just made me wonder, guys. I don't know if you guys are going to talk about it, probably, but what do you guys think about the handheld? What the price point is going to be now based on what we're seeing here now? We thought it was going to be something cheap. Now it might be something a little bit more expensive than when we anticipated. And the same thing goes for the new generation consoles, both PlayStation and Xbox, based on the prices that Nintendo and and all of that giving us. What Nintendo's still last gen, and they're still charging.
It's literally last gen. They're doing the same thing they did with the Switch One. When the Switch One launched, they were a gen behind, and then the new gen came out, and they were 2 gens behind. That's the way that they've been working. And now this is what they're doing again. They're coming out. They're a gen behind in power, but the next gen's about to come out, so they'll be 2 gens behind in power in a year or two. So this is just what they do, and it's crazy. But power, price wise, I think we talked about it on the last show. But I don't think there's a world where we live in that we're going to see a next gen console that's less than $800. And then the handheld, honestly, I don't think Xbox is going to make a Nintendo Switch 2 power level. I think they'll go higher. Minimum will be the Series S power, I would say. But even if they're gonna make it geared towards the next gen, honestly, I would imagine $500 to $600 for a handheld from Xbox. That's what would make sense to me based off all the pricing that we're at right now. So I just see it. I just see it that way. But that being said, just like, Return True, I appreciate you, kind of putting that out there. Because there's a lot of people who think like that, right? And there are a lot of people who are emotional right now
Yeah.
with the way they're reacting. I think that's why people get so upset at us, because we're not emotional about this. We understand. We're thinking logically about this. We're seeing what's taking place. I'm not gonna fucking cry. That's some pab ass shit out here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we're seeing out here with a bunch of grown ass dudes coming out here crying about this shit. It's like, fam, like, what do you? I mean, listen, I want Xbox to succeed. I want Xbox to make money because that's how we get games, right? That's how it happens. That being said, I really don't give a fuck about the way they do their business. If they charge $80 for a game and people are not buying as many copies, I don't give a fuck as long as I'm getting Game Pass. That's all this relationship equates to me. Is Microsoft makes money, takes money, puts it into Game Pass. Game Pass games come to me. I enjoy. I wait for next Game Pass game to enter. Comes to me. I enjoy. That is the relationship I give a shit about. I have Game Pass. I don't care that they raise their prices to $80 because Game Pass games are free to me. That doesn't matter to me because the dollars make sense. The consoles, raise them all the way the fuck up you want. Don't matter to me. I have 5 of those motherfuckers already. I don't care if they go up in price for other people who chose to let Xbox be second fiddle in their minds or third fiddle. That's a personal fucking problem. Maybe next time choose better, right? Oops. That's where I'm at. I don't really give a fuck about any of this shit that these people are crying about. You're not a savior. Nobody's looking at you on Twitter with your posts like you're a hero. You're not. You're not. You're not a hero. You're just out here hoping that people are going to click the like button when you say something like, I'm not going to stand by corporations doing shit, except you're going to keep paying for Game Pass and you're going to keep playing your games no matter where you get them. So shut the fuck up because you're not doing shit. You're not doing shit. You're not. You're not. None of you are. Not one. Not one of you people who are talking shit are going to change what you're doing. So you are all full of shit and you think you're more important than you are. No one cares. No one cares. That's the reality.
And I mean, if you're going to take this righteousness, then we should be seeing this behavior constantly because there's a lot of bad out there, right? It's just so selective. My girl, Michelle Alexandra, is here, and I just want to click on her comment. I'm going to read it over here because I can zoom in. Michelle, what's good, love? Happy Friday. She says, Doodle, I have my Series X and 2 years of Game Pass for $15 a month. Why should I care about this?
You know why? Because you're in the ecosystem. And what has Xbox always done? Xbox is always taking care of the people who were already in the ecosystem. When they made that change to Game Pass, what did they do? They left everybody who was on that plan that they took away. They left you right the fuck there. They didn't say, fuck you, we're changing this shit so you're out. No. If you're paying $10 for regular Game Pass, that's where you stood. They didn't just fucking drop you. They let you keep that shit, right? Anybody new? That's a personal problem. Oh, what happened? You like to get Game Pass for a month and then cancel it and then get it again and then cancel it, and you think that they're supposed to cater to you, you stupid motherfucker? No, you're trying to beat the system. You're trying to beat the system.
And you know what's crazy?
So the system
when that
beat
was
you. That's it. That's just the way it is,
and
man.
the system finally caught up to you because a lot of people got away with that. A lot of people even brought up the fact that they would sign up with different emails for that $1 a month, right? And it's like, obviously, you don't want that to change, but you're affecting how much those of us that are just paying a month, how we are getting charged, right? How much we're going to pay because you're finding a way to cheat the system. If you just sign up like everybody else, right? Or use it that one time and then say, okay, well, I like Game Pass. I'm going to continue to go ahead and have the subscription. Then we wouldn't have to pick up the slack of the mess that you're making. So it finally caught up and they, they had to make things right. Yes, who the heck wants anybody stealing from them? Who?
Facts. It's so stupid, dude. It's so stupid. I cannot with these people, bro. I don't know who the fuck they think they are, who they think that they're coming out and protect. Like, you're not doing that, dog. Like, you know how you do it? Show the receipts. Show that you're so mad that you canceled your shit. Because if you're not willing to cancel it, you ain't doing shit. You think your words are a weapon? No. The only thing Microsoft gives a shit is dollars. If a mass amount of people stop subscribing to Game Pass, they bought none of the games, they stopped doing all that shit, then Microsoft will be like, whoa, what the fuck is happening here? But if you're not willing to do that and you're just saying words that no one cares about, I'm sorry, but you're just a joke, yo. You're just a joke, and you're embarrassing yourself. So stop. The homie, other Zig in the building. What's up, man?
Good
Thank you so much
talk.
for being here, man.
Thank you for rocking
Appreciate you.
out.
Says it
That's the
isn't
homie.
that you are calm, is that you and Doodle are not some bullshit like these other extra motherfuckers. Facts, yo. Facts.
Thank you.
Saint G says, "Yup, so fake. I hate that shit." Yeah, I mean, it's the reality. He says, but CMoney, they kept it real and
They
gave them the smoke. Such performative nonsense. I gotta tell you, honestly, I'm like dead ass. I hate with a passion when I hear people say that we gotta give them the smoke. If you say I'm not, doesn't mean I don't hate the people who say it. I just hate the situation of somebody saying we have to give them the smoke. You don't have to do a goddamn thing. You have to decide whether you want to keep the service or you don't want to keep the service.
I mean,
those are the only two options. If you're going to stay with A and keep the service, then keep your mouth shut, because all you're doing is just what he said. It's performative. You are talking to people out there as if this upset you so much that you're out.
If you're that upset, there should be consequences to how upset you are, no? Other than just saying I'm upset and making this big deal. If I found that the company is so bad, right? Why would I be investing in them?
Exactly.
Right?
100%.
So it doesn't make any sense. The moment that PlayStation took that dip and stopped making freaking Naughty Dog like all these games that they're known for, I mean, the moment you stop buying that console and you stop trusting the brand, right? So I'm just saying, if you're that outraged, but things will completely stay the same, where you're going to continue to buy the games or stay in Game Pass and keep your box, what's the point of what's taking place?
100%.
So that what? They don't, you're hoping that they don't raise the prices and Nintendo keeps their prices high and you're going to still buy the Nintendo games and give Nintendo, which is not your platform of preference more money than the platform that you're supposed to support, because that is your platform of preference and the one that you want continuing to make games that you love. I mean, make it make sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Infinite Hero comes and says, "What happens when Game Pass gets that inevitable bump in price? I'm just tired of being gouged from every angle these days. There's no relief anywhere?" Question mark. Okay, so
I
number
addressed
one,
that, by the way.
yeah, of course, we've said it multiple times, but he answers it. It's the inevitable jump. It's gonna happen, right? This is gonna happen, and this is the thing: a subscription service. Again, it's on them to make it worth it, right? I use the example all the time. Netflix, bro. I don't want to look at the price. I don't. I know it's stupid expensive. We have the family. We have the family plan with everything that we have everything on it. I'm pretty sure we pay like $35 for Netflix. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I try to forget about it. You know why?
Because they message us
I fucking
like every
want
3
Netflix.
seconds telling us that their prices went up, and I'm not going to cancel Netflix.
Dude, I want Netflix. They have what I want. So I'm not going to cancel. So I'm going to sit there and fucking cry every time that shit comes out my account. But guess what? It's worth it to me because I want it. Am I going to say, wow, they went up in price? Fuck them. No, because you know why? I'm not stupid. Everything goes up in price. It's always whether it's worth it for me to keep it. So Infinite Hero, if Game Pass goes up tomorrow to $25 a month instead of $20, then my friend, you're going to have to do some soul searching. And you're going to have to say to yourself, does the $5 extra a month mean more to me than canceling and going up to 70, 80, 60, 50 for one game? And then in a month where they release 6 games, if they're all 50, that's $300 versus the 25. My friend, you're going to have to do the math for yourself, just like every single person is going to have to. I could tell you right now, I'm not saying that I want, like, don't be fucking stupid. I'm not saying, please charge me more money. But am I going to stay here and sit here in front of you all and say that if tomorrow Game Pass became $25 versus 20, that I'm going to riot, that I'm going to cancel? Fam, I'm sorry, but when I do the math,
you say winning
outweighs 20, 25, 30. Let's call a fucking spade a spade. If that bitch was $50 a month, it would be worth it if you buy multiple games in any given month.
I mean, look at April. Do the math with everything that they put in there, and they still charge the same $20 though, right? They didn't say, okay, look at the amount of games we're putting in this month.
The thing is that they are the relief. You said there's no relief anywhere. They are the relief. They're the only relief. Fam, at $20, where else can you game? If you had $20 in your pocket and you had all 3 consoles, new game comes out, where the fuck can you play the newest, biggest, best games for the $20 you have in your pocket? You tell me.
Now listen to that. And then imagine going to the supermarket with $20. You will leave with eggs and bread. And there's your $20. All right? So listen to what they're charging you a month.
Bro.
I mean, I'm just saying. No one wants to pay more ever.
No
right?
one. Nobody.
The
The richest
reality
people in the
is,
world. The dude that looks at his
prices go
account
up.
and sees $1 million will fucking fight tooth and nail not to spend an extra dollar if they don't need to. Nobody is okay spending more than they have to. But you always got to remember that the shit ain't yours. You don't own Xbox. You don't own Microsoft. It is theirs to do what they want, and it is up to you to decide whether it is worth your dollar. Not your words, not your fucking words, your dollars.
So that's
Because if you're still going to
thing.
keep spending the money,
Yeah.
then shut the fuck up. Because you're full of shit and you're not doing anything but putting on a performance. Like my man Shane G said, it's all a performance. I saw the other thing he wrote. Wait, where is it? I loved what he wrote. Hold on, where'd that fucking shit go? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I love this shit right here. Xbox super duper accountable, and I keep it the most super realist and garner up more smoke than usually possible to give Xbox just so some pony scum can like my tweet. Get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking loser if you do that, bro. Oh my God, I saw that dude. I saw you out there talking to those ponies. Hey, you should give CMoney some smoke in your videos and not just the ponies. Okay, let me write it down. Okay, I'm gonna find a video and I'm gonna talk shit about CMoney and other people who are not crying. Go fuck yourself, you fucking losers. Oh my God. Woo, it's hilarious. You know what's the beauty about not being emotional and just using the facts and logic?
You guys are real emotional. I'll just say that.
No.
Overly.
The basis of it is all facts and logic. I don't care about anything else because it all just makes sense. If you're willing to keep the subscription, then all the bullshit you're talking means nothing, right? You're looking for a therapy session, right? You want to go and say something and have somebody say, man, it's going to be okay, dog. We'll get through it. I know you're not going to buy any of these higher price Xboxes because you already got them, but it has to hurt your heart. It has to hurt your heart that somebody else is. And when you bought it on sale, I know it hurt your heart that somebody else bought it at regular price. They spent more money. Come on, man. Come on, man. We ain't the ones, dog. We ain't the ones. Ask about us, bro. Ask about us in these streets. They know. There's a lot less motherfuckers running around, right? Just saying. Go ahead, Hargeet. I feel like right. I feel so bad because this has been a very fueled session, and you've been patiently waiting to get.
I will take a much more calm and rational approach. I'm not inflamed by any. I don't care what other people say because I'm not on Twitter or any of that shit. So when people say things, it just does not even faze me because I haven't seen it, and I honestly don't care what other people's opinions are about stuff that I say. If they don't like it, they can F off. That's always been.
You said what I just said.
You
just said it calmly and in peace. You know.
Yeah, I'll just do what I.
Yeah, I gotta.
Right. We speak with passion.
So I gotta let you know what it really means. You know.
We tell when we're not mad.
Yeah, right. To the original, the post that we brought up, as far as like the community support stuff, you're right. They were doing a lot of that, and well, $80 billion got spent. And I'm sorry, but unfortunately now corporate's like, we need to look at your books and why are you spending this extra money here? And hence the watch party's gone. Do you think that costs that much that they can't afford to freaking do it? Of course they can do it, but they're not going to. Why? They're like, why are you spending and wasting money? Now here's the problem, okay? And why this all happens. I will blame Xbox for doing some of it, but you have to also look at the industry they're in. Nintendo decided to pull their E3 presentations, right? They decided to stop doing it, right? Once that happened, and they don't do fan fests, they don't do equivalents anymore. Well, why should Xbox keep doing it? And that was eventually going to happen. So Xbox, like Phil kept trying to say, no, we should keep doing this. We need to create the enthusiasm. We need to, keep the community engaged, right? All that fun stuff. But at some point, you have to justify that. And if it's not working, right? If it said, oh, you know what? They stopped doing it and their console sales dipped and, their software sales dipped and they're not making as much profit or anything like that. But that wasn't what was happening. What was happening was Xbox's consoles weren't selling and they were still spending all that money. And on top of that, their competitors said, well, we're just going to charge you what our costs are or charge you more than our costs and make profit on our consoles. And Xbox is sitting here saying, "Well, we're taking like a $200 bath every time we sell this thing to you. What's going on, right?" And so again, Phil has to then go up to management now and say, "Well, yeah, well, we do that because we like are trying to be good to our community and try to gain customers." And okay, so and how many quarters has that worked? And this is unfortunately just the reality of how it is, right? Because you can just see what's happening at that level. You can just imagine the meeting, right? You're sitting there with the CFO, you're sitting there with the CEO. And saying, okay, well, I did this to, bring in more customers. I got a $300, and we're probably taking a $150 bath on every one of this $300 console, which, by the way, still is the cheapest way to get into the next gen or current gen, right? It's still the cheapest way, right? Even Nintendo is $450. The original all digital console is still available for PlayStation at $400 on their site, but I don't know if it's available anywhere else. But their general is the Slim, which is $450, right? So you still 380, you still can get in cheaper than anyone else. But still, I'm not going to say that that's a great thing, but it is what it is, right? But you can just see what that conversation's like, right? It's fine when you're the little offshoot sitting on the side and nobody pays attention. That's not where they are anymore. Now they're a big pillar. They're bringing in tons of money. And that money flows into every corporate report. And they have to now tell the shareholders, this is how much you got from Xbox, right? And if they keep saying, -6%, -5%, whatever it is for every quarter on the hardware, negative this. They're like, why is it negative? And the reason is negative is because every time they're freaking paying you to buy the stupid box. And they're like, you know what? Why? If our competitors aren't doing it, right? And so CEO Satya Nadella sits there and go, why are we doing this? Why are we taking a bath in this if they're not taking a bath? What's the reason we're doing this? Has it worked? No? Then why are we doing it? And that's unfortunately just the decision he has to go through, right? So I can see it. Now, I'm not going to excuse it. I don't like it. As a consumer, I'm like, this is kind of annoying. But I totally get it from a business perspective. It is what it is, right? They're just stopping the whole taking a bath, right? And people keep saying it's the tariffs. No, that's not why the price increased in UK. That's not why the price increased in Europe. That's not why the price increased in Australia. It's going to increase everywhere in the world. And the increase is because they are done taking a bath. That's it. They're just done taking a bath, right? If, again, their competitors were doing this stuff, then they would continue to do it, right? The community engagement, how much of that is there on PlayStation side? Anyone? Is there a lot of community engagement?
Nothing.
They just basically say, bend over and take it. And guess what happens? They take it. And if that's the market reaction, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen on the other side? How long can Phil keep shielding you? Unfortunately, that ship has sailed. When they bought $70 billion ABK, they bought $7.5 billion Bethesda. It's over. They can't now play this game of trying to shield you. They're a major part of a massive multi-trillion-dollar corporation, and they have to show the books and the returns. And they can't keep saying, "Oh, you know what? We should keep taking a bath, even though it's not working." Why? Right? So I, like Ed Lafferty said, I was expecting them to kind of ride this out for this gen, but next gen, they are not taking a bath. They're going to sell at profit. You can just deal with it. It's going to be at profit. Like you were saying, $800. That's likely it. The floor is $700 now because that's what the PS5 Pro is. The floor is $700. I think it's going to be $800, very likely.
It's never going to be $800. There's no way Xbox is going to look at the PlayStation 5 Pro and be like,
it's going to be like that.
And we're going to make our next gen. No, they're going to do it for more. They have to also, like, there is a place for like the visual aspect of it, right? Like you see something $730 and something that's $700. What is the question? Well, what's better about this, right? Why is it more money? You don't want that question. You want to make it very simple. Is 800, 850, 900? Because look at what PlayStation 5 Pro is, and that's nothing. That being said, I think you can agree, as much as next gen is going to be that much money, we are not in the typical situation going forward. I think now this gen is not going anywhere.
It's going to.
This gen is not leaving. This gen is a gen that's going to stick around for the entirety of the next gen.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not about anymore getting the next gen because you're going to be left out if you don't. Because at this point, I don't think Microsoft gives a fuck. Like, they want the games to be everywhere.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the first time where buying that system, $800, $900, is going to be like you and me wondering how we're going to get our 4090 or our 5090. We don't need that shit to play the games, but we just want to have that shit look the best and be the best. So the people who want that will go ahead and spend that money. I'm not saying that it's cool. I'm not saying that it should be. I wish the 5090 cost the price of a fucking 3080. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would be sweet. Even though I can't even find one of those
So the
fucking things.
Series
not
S.
likely.
I mean, let's
Yeah,
make
I mean,
real
you
wishes.
look at the graphics, and those are ridiculously priced as well, and you know that's just the way it is, right? So it's not like PC has been going down in price; it's been going up in price. Those components are getting ridiculous too. So look, you know, is this a good thing that they've increased their prices? No, it's not. Is it a
No,
you know
nobody wants
is
that.
it something that's gonna kill you? No. If you're gonna buy it, you can choose to go either direction. It's still about the same as their competitors, right? The equivalent was the Switch at $300. That's gone right now. It's gonna be replaced by the 450 Switch 2. So the lowest denominator here really still is Xbox, right? They're giving you a Series S at 380, right? That's still the cheapest console. Right now,
How much is the PlayStation 5 Slim?
The Slim is $450, but they still have on their website. They still have the old, release edition, digital edition PS5 for $400. So you can still buy that if you wanted to. At least in the US.
Series S is still the cheapest way into this gen.
So Series S is still the cheapest way, right? By $20, but it's not the end of the world. But that's up to you to decide what the value is for you, right? Because you then have to figure out if you want Game Pass or not, if you want their service or not. You have to play that whole thing in your head and figure out. Just like you were saying, if Game Pass goes up in price, that's a per person decision, right? If you only play like 3 games out of Game Pass a year, you might say this is already shit. I don't need it. Right? It's fine. And Phil said that it's not for everyone, right? If you, however, play like 3 games a month out of it, like, oh gee, I'm getting quite a bit of value out of this, then fair enough. It's good for you, right? You have to figure out what the value is for you. And that's just the way it's going to go. And
you can also stop when it's not a value to you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Market will determine when, if you make it $700 a month and somebody's like, well, I'm not going to pay that much. Obviously, it's just going to go away. People will just decide, I'm not going to subscribe, right? So they will have to test that market as they keep going up. That's up to them, right? They'll figure that out. But, as far as like the price increases, I'm not happy about it. But did I see it coming? Sure. I've expected them to do this. I just expected them to wait out the next gen. But now, to your point, that next gen was supposed to be next year. It moved to the year after, and now you're like, well, do you keep taking a bath on this? And they're like, nope, we're done. So, so they're just going to increase the price. Everybody will blame tariffs, including, they might just use that shield and say, oh, it's the tariffs. It's not the tariffs. They just wanted to get rid of this stupid thing of taking a bath on these things. They're going to get as much as they can out of it now and try to minimize their hit. That's really it. They're at the end of that generation anyway, right? So they're like, however many more we sell, 5, 10 million, whatever it is, we're just done taking a bath on it. Normally what ends up happening is costs go down over time, but costs have not gone down this generation. Unfortunately, it's, you're not seeing that. Hey, we went from, 7 to 6 to 5 to 4 nanometer. It's just not doable. It's very hard to get there. The tech is just not getting there and it's too expensive. So for them to try to cost cut, they've been able to do minor cost cutting, but not enough to substantially reduce the cost enough to give you a break on the cost. So unfortunately, they're still taking a bath on these things. And so they're like, okay, we're just done with it. And that's why they're switching. It's fine. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it from a business perspective. I understand where they are. To that point of like, does it feel like they're not as community friendly anymore? Fair enough. That again is going to happen, right? They're just, some of these programs are just going to be kind of dwindled down, and it's mostly because nobody else is doing them. If everybody else did them too, they would have to do that. Xbox has continued the tradition for a while now. When's the last time you had a showcase from freaking PlayStation? When have you had a showcase from Nintendo? They just have these little directs. That's all they do anymore. They don't even care. So
they don't even give you a hype. They say, hey, it's gonna be here tomorrow.
This
Tune in tomorrow.
Really like, what? and as you find out, right? Like we said, I told you that Switch is just gonna sell out. It's gonna sell out anyway, right? The Switch 2 is gone, instantaneously gone, right? Everywhere in the world, instantaneously. They can't keep up with the demand, right? And so it's gonna sell. And so the 450 didn't matter, right? So when you say that the and even that didn't matter. I told you, like, people are just gonna buy it anyway. They're gonna win. It's stupid. It's annoying. I don't understand why that game's $80, but people are gonna buy it anyway. It is what it is. They're
And
gonna
just like we told you from the beginning, once everybody
It
else
is-
sees that Nintendo
exactly.
can go
Because then you're
away and
saying,
do
"Oh,
it,
gee,
they're gonna do
you're
it.
telling me that's like that." Then Forza Horizon 6 comes out, and you're saying that's not gonna be $80? Excuse me?
Come on, man. Like, don't be stupid.
This
Like, I
game
can
is
understand
$80. You gotta be
not
crazy.
wanting to spend more money, right? Like, that's fine. But like, don't then go ahead and try to crucify them for doing what
So-
was done before them. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Don't be fucking crazy.
I'm not gonna like, because they could choose not to do it. That's fair. That's fair. But as a business, they're gonna do whatever the industry is gonna allow them to do. And unfortunately, if your competitors are doing it, they're gonna follow suit. Like the $70 thing, they held off, but eventually they caved. Why? Everybody else did it, and they're like, okay, tell with it, right? Why are we gonna do this, right? And now they own the big game, Call of Duty, that was one of the first to do 70, right? It was Take-Two, and then it was Activision that followed suit. And the reason for that is simple: that game is going to sell. Period. It doesn't matter. They're gonna put it out, and everybody can say it's a. What was the last with the Modern Warfare 3? What was the score for that? Like 40 something. It still
was really
broke
bad.
all the records on sales. It doesn't matter. People
Yep,
are
they
gonna
don't
buy
care.
it anyway.
It's the same shit.
They're gonna
We
buy
also
it
remember
anyway.
that the
And they're
Switch
gonna
2
win.
is going to be out, and more than likely we'll be getting this Call of Duty, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is the
They should be
time
getting Black
where-
Ops 6. I would think they should be getting that as well.
But
I don't know
worst
when
case,
that
they should
comes
definitely
up,
be getting the new one, right?
but they'll
So
definitely get the next
imagine
one.
being on Nintendo Switch releasing Call of Duty, the biggest game, best game everywhere in the world, as far as like numbers wise, right? What people spend money on. And imagine saying, we're going to be $70 for Call of Duty on the Switch, but Mario Kart is 80. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. That's crazy.
It was gonna we were all screaming this. So like, okay, if they do this $80 thing, you know what's coming next, right?
Not
Everybody else is
all,
gonna do it
Harky.
too.
You're giving too many people too
Mhm.
much credit. They
It's
weren't
like
all.
there's just-
We were doing it.
it's like it
Not
was
many
obvious
people.
that this was gonna happen. You're like, it's why wouldn't they? Like, these people are waiting. They're waiting to get the price up. And if freaking GTA comes out at 90, because they're like, you're 80, I'm worth more than that. 90, 100. Then what happens? Then everybody else decides. So, there's going to be games that will say, I think I'm at that level. Why not? And there are some that are at that level. How much money do you think goes into making a Call of Duty every year? A lot. So are they going to say, oh, you sold that for 90? Okay, we're going to go to 90. So, this is a viable thing that's going to happen. It sucks. It totally sucks. I get it. But yes, that whole like trying to be nice, trying to be, friendly to the community thing. Well, has that really worked? Maybe a little bit, but not really.
But
a
dude,
lot.
the backlash that imagine
It is
spending
what it
all
is.
that money trying to be the nice guy, and you're the only people. And listen, we made a video on this over a year ago, a long time ago, definitely a long time ago, where we said that Xbox fans were soft. Imagine being Xbox, being the nice guys, doing everything they can to be the nice guys. And anytime anything comes out, they fucking turn on you like you're fucking a piece of shit.
Yeah.
There are people over there, dude. Don't act like Microsoft as the entity is not run by fucking humans, bro. How am I gonna? I said it the last show. I don't know how people do this shit. I grew up. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, fam. Like that's just what it is. So how many times you think they're gonna sit there and look at Twitter and get fucking tagged about fire fucking Phil? They don't know what they're doing. They're the fucking worst. They suck dick. Pretty sure somebody said that. Listen, before they look at it and it's like, what the fuck? Yo, Doodle said it 100% when the thing got announced that they're not doing FanFest. The last time there was a FanFest was before all the news broke about going to fucking all the other games coming, right? It was just 4 games last time. Now the news broke, more games are going. Imagine having a show go on to get people in there that supposedly are fans, and then they go and put a trailer up or do something, and then at the end of the fucking trailer there's a PlayStation fucking logo there, and people start booing or talking shit and doing stupid shit. Can you imagine?
That
Like,
would be
you
crazy.
ungrateful little
You know,
shits.
because someone is going to record that
Of
clip
course.
and they're going to circulate that all
At a certain
over.
point, they did it to
Yeah.
themselves.
Well, we will
They did
find
it to
out because we're still
themselves.
doing the group viewing thing, right? So, but we'll find out.
But it's not
yeah.
on
Yeah, but
their
it's not through
on
Xbox, so
yes,
it's going to
it's
be
not.
more community driven because it's going to be through you guys.
I
Like,
mean,
it's going to be like, I know you,
Yeah.
I know you.
they
Like, who the
get
fuck are you,
attacked
bro?
by
You
their
know what I'm saying?
fans, just like they get attacked by the gallopers, right?
And,
So
you
it's
know, if
like,
it's
what's the point
constructive-
of even trying?
If it was
to-
constructive, it'd be different, Harky,
Exactly.
but it's not.
It's not.
They're fucking
Sometimes
crazy.
it is, but a lot of times it's just, you know, baloney,
Yeah.
right?
Bro,
and
especially
that
on Twitter, bro.
unfortunately-
Like, you're not on there, dude. The shit that
Exactly,
these
which is
people
why
do is
I'm not on these
crazy.
things because
But you know who
people
is
go
on there?
nuts, and
You
you're
know
like,
who is on there?
come on.
Xbox,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, all these people, Sarah, all these
They have
people
to be.
who run this fucking ship are there getting tagged, saying all types of crazy shit nonstop when the other fucking team doesn't even have their players on the field. Nobody from PlayStation is on Twitter talking to these fucking people. Nobody from Nintendo's out here talking to their fans.
That's what I'm.
Xbox is
That's been the
only
problem, right?
one.
They're the ones
Satya
doing it, and
must
it's like,
fucking-
well, how is this
Bro,
going to
if I was
continue?
Satya, I would've
And
done
you
the
can see that
same
they've kind of
shit.
come down, right? It's not happening as much anymore.
Yeah.
Right? And it's
No,
because the
of
other
what's
side doesn't
going
do
on.
it, and they're like, if
Yep.
they're not going to engage with their customers and it continues to keep working, then why should we, right? And it's the strategy is going to keep working. That's the problem, right?
Mhm.
They're going to keep making money. But all three of them are going to keep making money. And if you don't want that to change, then because the only way that works is you disengage, right? You have
Yep.
to disengage. Good luck. It's going to be very hard to disengage with Xbox now. It's going to be very
Yep.
hard because they've got the games. And that's just the way it is. So you can decide that you're not going to play any of those games. Okay, cool. Do that. Right? Like you guys were saying, show the receipts because unfortunately that's the way it is. If you're not on Game Pass and you're not going to buy any of these games on any platform, cool. Otherwise, they're going to keep winning. And that's
Yep.
how it's been. That's why PlayStation acts the way they do, because they know they've got you as a captive audience. You don't freaking put their money where your money where your mouth is. You don't push them to do things that you need them to do. So guess what? They don't have to. Well, you have a dearth of games now. You like that? That's the way it is. They don't care. They literally just put a showcase out, a state of play for a third-party game, and like not a week before they put out a freaking tweet about their own first-party game. Who does that?
Who does
Seriously, they don't care. They
don't
just
care.
don't care. They don't care because you customers for PlayStation don't push it. So fine, guess what? That's what you're going to get from all of them. Because if
Yep.
it works there, then it's going to work for everybody else. And that's the sad reality of it. So yes, we did have a community-based thing. Yes, it was kind of trying to pull you in via community engagement. And yeah, it's going to feel like it's not there anymore because it isn't. And that's just the way it is. So unfortunate. But if there's no competitive equivalent, they have no need to waste the money. Because ultimately, yes, if you're a side shoot project in a small, a large company like that, you can keep doing those things. Once you become a pillar in a major company like that, they're going to scrutinize all the money. That's the way it goes. They're going to want that profit to go directly to shareholders. So that's where they are now. Sorry. That's kind of what it is.
Facts.
It's funny. It's funny that you said that, Harky, because it is really true. Like, Sony PlayStation does nothing for the community. Nintendo doesn't even move a finger for their people. The only ones out here trying to be community guys are Xbox, and like guys said, they're still getting, all this criticism. And I mean, it's okay to criticize them too, but just do it like for real. Just don't be doing it because you want people to believe that you feel a certain type of way. This gotta come from the heart. Like you have to be with it, and you have to be consistent as well. Because I mean, I think people criticizing Xbox, but they were the ones capping for the PlayStation 5 Pro. How can you criticize Xbox about the prices or Nintendo when you were perfectly fine with them? So I believe that if you stay consistent, like, it'll make more sense. It'll be like, sort of like your personality, like, okay, you're gonna say this, but some other people just did it for the clicks, man. And when you do shit for the clicks, it shows, man, and you look goofy. So I mean, like I said, this is not Armageddon. This is not like, I mean, it is annoying. Like Harky said, I think it's the most like proper word to use. It's annoying. It's more like, an inconvenience. But I mean, at the end of the day, they were out there thrown off. And nobody wanted them. We kept having this back and forth. Like, why is people not buying into the ecosystem? But it turns out that now they won. And you know what? This might be a reason to, because these motherfuckers, they have the high mentality, and they have the belief that something is better because it's a little bit more expensive. So it just goes with the way that people are moving. Like we say here, speak with your wallet. Stop trying to be a rapper. If you're a gamer, stop trying to be a rapper. And flex your collections and your controllers and like all these like junk, right? And stop doing that. And start trying to tell people that you support the devs and then you rather pay more money for your games. And stop telling people that you're okay paying $100 for GTA. I mean, we're gonna pay it, yeah, but we're not happy about it. So just be real about it all the time. Just like that's just how it is. But some people just don't know how to give constructive criticism. And my belief is that Xbox should have, like Hargis said, wait until next generation to go ahead and do these price hikes. But like Hargis says it too, they were giving you the console basically like for free and you didn't take it. So they might as well just cut their losses and be like, we're going to stop losing money. If people really want it, they can go ahead and get it. And if not, we are providing other options for more people to play. And look, it is true that Xbox, gives sometimes this, like, I would say, this sprinkles of, community and warmth, right? It makes you feel like almost like they care. But the reality is they're not here to make money, bro. They just try to make you happy. They try to make you smile. Like, you ever been to a restaurant and you see how nice is the the waitress? She's like, "Hi, how are you? My name is."
She just wants her tip, right?
She goes to the back and talks shit about you if you
exactly.
But listen, you know what? It beats the one that comes out here and feels entitled to get a certain tip from you, and they did an ass job, right? Half-ass job. So that's
Xbox. Xbox is the one that comes out and puts on the dance for you.
Experience.
Like, hey, what's up, everybody?
Yeah.
I'll get your drink. Don't worry about it.
Right? You need that refill?
That's Xbox. The other ones are the entitled ones.
Get your own drink. Here's your box. Bag your own shit. Like I'm just saying, it's all a part of the experience. I happily spend my money where I'm happy, right? Rather than to feel that hostile, energy. But it's crazy because the developer's dream did come true. We did see, some videos of them saying, I don't care, charge me $80, $90, $100 for the games. They said they wanted to pay more. So
Everborn Saga has this saying, right? That it's not show friends, it's show business, because ultimately they're in it to make money. They're not in it to make you happy. They're really in it to make money. So if you being happy is part of that, great. But ultimately, they're just looking to extract dollars from your wallet. It's the ultimate purpose of all the stuff they're doing. And so, and look, this is a multi-trillion-dollar company. They don't get to that level without knowing how to extract a lot of value from you. That's what they're going to do. They're going to give you what they can to get more money out of your pocket. That's really it. And that's how they keep pushing.
Yeah, exactly. They give to take. They give just to take. That's the point. That's the point of this. Okay. This is not a free handout. It's not a free meal ticket.
Yep.
It's about getting you to buy. That being said, we got some chats that came in like so long ago. So I apologize.
Sorry,
we have to get to him. Our boy, Pragmatic motherfucking Eagle.
Yo.
Inner Circle member, our boy.
Yes,
thank you
so
Appreciate
much.
You. Thank you for being a member for 3 months, man. It says, in case anybody missed it the first time, fuck Nintendo. That is all. I'm eating good with Game Pass. Bars. Fucking bars. We got the homie Game Shark in the building with that
twinkle.
Chat. Twinkle, baby. Says check general Discord. Tried to send a super, but it was too long. Sorry for the length, but I needed to vent. Hashtag I hate them. Oh shit. I feel that.
All right. Well,
go into Discord. Go see. All right, go here. All right. Here we go. Game Shark. I see him. Says, I thought Xbox was about community. Tears drying. He put a crying face. Phone, tablet, laptop, PC, web browser, Steam Deck, ROG Ally, Legion Go, Fire Sticks, and TV apps are all options. Even the original model Xbox One plays all current gen cloud enabled games. Stop the fake outrage and shut the fuck up.
Woo!
Nice.
The Book of X, baby.
The Book of X. Twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle.
You've been twinkled.
That's right.
Let's go.
We got the homie Gil Lee Han.
Gil.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for that
Thank
$2 super chat. Says, I'm upset. So upset for all these games on Game Pass. God damn. It's so true. There's too many games, bro. Too many games. Oh, shit. We got the motherfucking homie Cypher Type One in the building. Went ahead and became a member.
Bro, thank you so much.
Squad. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, my dude. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome the return of our boy.
Yes.
Cypher Type One, man.
Cypher, thank you so much. Welcome back.
Welcome
Thank you. Thank you for rocking out.
Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. We have the motherfucking homie Simple Jack.
Simple Jack, what's
in the
up?
building with that $20 super chat. I appreciate you, my
Thank
dude.
you.
Let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead real quick. I gotta update this correctly. All right, because we got our boy in the building. He ain't playing no fucking games over here. No. We got Simple Jack slapping people up with that $20 super chat. Appreciate you, my friend.
Thank you.
Put that in there. Boom, save that, and look at you. You made the list.
Let's go.
Says Xboxes are manufactured in Dongguan, China. Nintendo moved their manufacturing to Vietnam to avoid high tariffs, but still raised prices. Xbox loses money on every box. Nintendo doesn't. So to me, Nintendo's still the worst company. Oh yeah, big time. Listen, let's keep it real. Nintendo knows that they're not grabbing anybody that they haven't grabbed who's grown. Okay, they're not. There's no way. Okay, they know they're not. If you're in it, they know they already have you. They know their audience is captive. They know that if you like their stuff, you're gonna buy. So they go ahead and do it. And if they have a compelling product, then they're going to take advantage of that. We knew as soon as they did the switch, they hit the jackpot, right? They did. They created the perfect console as far as what a console should be. Not the power and all that stuff, but the idea of a console that you plug in at home and then you take it with you on the go seamlessly. That is jackpot. They killed it. They deserve the money they've been making for being the ones to create that shit, because they created a lot of shit that people copied, but ultimately those things didn't really stand the test of time. This isn't going anywhere, right? Like I said it back when people were trying to debate with me about what the new Switch was going to be and what they were going to call the name and all that shit. All in this chat, many of you sat there fighting with me saying that Nintendo would never call the Switch 2. It's going to be the Nintendo Super, whatever listen, they hit gold and they're not going to change it. They're keeping it the same way. They know the people that love them are going to still buy. It's just what it is. And so you're right, Simple Jack. I mean, there's really no other way to look at it. He does come back with another $5 super chat. Appreciate you. My boy says PlayStation fanboys wanted to pay more for games. Microsoft just giving them what they asked for. Bars. Fucking bars.
Because this might be for the specifically for the Sony PlayStation fanboy that is now realizing that PlayStation doesn't have anything, and they coming, running back to Xbox, because I mean, like I said, at this point, if you haven't had an Xbox, you were never planning on buying an Xbox. You were like, oh, let me see if they got games, and in the meantime, you were spending your money on PlayStation. So I mean, Xbox, it is what it is. We'll be speaking about their value. We're speaking about like the proposition and how great Game Pass is, and in a game that inevitable right? It's inevitable that the game prices increase. Game Pass is a blessing, man. So that's what I keep saying. Enjoy it while we can, because I mean anything can happen. We can wake up one day and Game Pass doesn't exist anymore, and it's
It
back
really can.
to freaking buying games. And wow, we were gonna be talking about it like shit, man. Remember Game Pass? Oh, I remember. Yeah, like y'all hating on it a lot, and now you look at it like, damn, we wish we could have supported it because it was such a great option. So this is your chance, man, to go ahead and join Game Pass. Make sure that Microsoft is getting money so we can get some games. I mean, that it's just how it is, man. If Game Pass is doing good, I mean, they're not gonna increase the prices like that. They're gonna be smart about it, at least.
Bro, imagine being somebody who is subscribed to Game Pass, who gets every first party Game Pass game for free in the service that they pay for, and then turn around and say, what the fuck are you doing, Xbox, for raising the price to $80 when you are in fact never going to have to pay the 80 motherfucking dollars, yo? Like, that's crazy talk.
It is.
What does it matter to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not spending the $80. What are you concerned? Is the concern that people are not going to buy more games, or people are going to buy less games? Come on, man. Come on. What does it matter? You're going to do what you do, right?
Yeah.
You got your games coming. You're enjoying
Like
their
you're
games.
checking their pockets.
Yeah,
You need
like-
to be concerned if you're sign up to Game Pass, right? And again, Game Pass is not for everyone. It is going to affect you just a bit, because if you buy the 1 or 2 games, right, you're going to pay a little extra. But if you play more than 1 or 2 games and you sign up into Game Pass, you're not going to feel anything, right?
No, you're
It's
just living your best life.
This particular situation doesn't affect you.
It just made Game Pass more valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just made it more valuable to you. Like, you're getting more
sir.
now than you were getting before. And look, I mean, it sucks for the people who don't want to do it this way, but that's also not our problem.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to buy your games, bitch, then buy your games.
Buy
That's what
your
it costs
games.
you. You were always spending more money. You know what I'm saying? You were always spending more money by
Just
buying your
what's a
games
little-
versus games.
What's a little more?
You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit more.
And if you're
now.
gonna, again, if
Weren't
you're
you
gonna
flexing?
be
Hold on, weren't they flexing that we're the broke bitches on Game Pass
Right?
and they can afford to buy their games?
it's
Isn't that what they told us?
CMoney is broke pass.
Broke
all right?
pass.
Broke
It's
pass.
for the brokies. Okay, brokey. I don't want to see. I don't want to see one of you motherfuckers talking shit about prices going up on anything, because y'all not brokey, right? Y'all not brokey. You okay spending the more
They
money?
like spending money. They like supporting the devs. What
Dude, they
better
should
way
be
to support them
celebrating.
than to show up
Give them
with a
$10
little extra
more per
cash?
game.
That's
I
true.
hope Xbox. You know what I hope? This is what I hope. This is my true hope. I hope Xbox says, you know what? Fuck these $50 games. Every game's gonna be 80, because that just makes me feel more sweet about my Game Pass subscription. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it. It just feels more right. You know what I'm saying?
I think that in order to keep broke pass low,
Yes.
right? They should up the prices.
The rich need to pay more. Us brokies, we like it in the Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? We like it over here. So y'all who were letting us know that the welfare pass, that's right. That we
yes.
are welfare. Please,
Thank you, Outward
just like in real life, the people with the money pay for the people who have welfare. You know what I'm saying? So if I got the welfare pass that is Game Pass, please, when your prices go up,
leave a tip.
Enjoy.
mean,
Thank you.
You know,
Appreciate it. You know what I'm
there
saying?
you go.
Motherfuckers talk real loose out in these streets about how broke we are for wanting Game Pass, and that we're so broke that we don't want to own our own games. But now they crying because the games are going up. Like, bitch, you were already spending way more than you needed to spend.
I just love, by the way, the conversation kind of just moved along, but you guys were talking about constructive criticism, and what better way to say, hey, Xbox, this is constructive criticism than to call it, give them the smoke. Right? It's like, hey, we're gonna give you the smoke, but it's all constructive, right? We're all friends here.
Oh shit. Our boy Cypher Type One with that
Yo,
$5 super
thank
chat.
you
My
so
dude, thank you, my
much.
brother, for being here, man.
Thank you for
Appreciate you.
rocking
Says
out.
Xbox. Thought you were gonna just leave the club and expect to come back in for free?
Woo!
Nah, it's past 12 a.m. and the cover charge is now 20.
$20, baby.
Facts. I don't know what's so hard to comprehend.
I
You know what I'm
know.
saying?
That's crazy.
Like, this is not, I don't know. This is not like charity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they do. You know how like you got like those rich people and they have like that foundation that they have where, they have crazy money, but then they have like that foundation that they, give to charity, their
Yep.
own charity, right? Like they make it for
Yeah.
themselves because clearly they don't want to give to a regular charity. They want to make their own charity and then give to that, right? And
On
that's
their
what
terms.
we are on Game Pass, right? We're the charity for Xbox, right? We're here, we're paying our $20 due, and we get all that free stuff. And then all y'all rich folks, you know what I'm saying? That's what you guys like to be. You like to feel like you are because you buy all your games without Game Pass. You're too good for Game Pass. I get it, right?
The funny thing,
You get to pay for
the
it.
funny thing is that
Thank
I've
you.
seen some of them say that, the stance of I buy my games.
Mhm.
And, they want the physical copy so that when they're done with the game, they can bring it back so that they can buy another game. But they're too good for the welfare pass. Make it
my
make
God.
sense. Make it make
Oh
sense.
man. Oh, that was fun.
Man.
Okay. All right. Any last words before we get in the last couple topics and keep it moving?
Listen, I'm gonna leave it with some words from our boy, our homie, Pragmatic Eagle. He's always says that common sense is not something that you just come about, right?
It's not that common.
You would think that it would be something that's common, but no.
Facts. 100%.
I want to say one thing. My last part is like Game Pass is still a great deal, and there's no way I'm living Game Pass over its own console price increase that I already own. I'm just saying, yeah, I don't like it. Fuck it. It is what it is. At the end of the day,
But you don't
it
like
sucks.
it in like your mind, right? Like you
Well,
don't
I
like
mean,
it.
I don't
you don't
like
have
it.
any stake in the claim, right? Like you got Game Pass, so it doesn't
Yeah.
affect you there. You got your Series X, so it doesn't affect you there. You're just like being sympathetic to the
Yeah,
people
you could say that.
who said fuck Xbox for 5 years, and now that Xbox got all the games they want, now they're coming to show up and say, "But I want an Xbox." But they
Well,
gotta pay more.
At the end
You
of
know
the
what I'm
day, a
saying?
price increase could affect anybody because let's just say, for example, that I dropped my Xbox by mistake and now I have to go get one and maybe it's a little bit more expensive
Well,
than
that's
I,
called self-inflicted. That's like
I know,
complaining that you have to pay a
fuck you.
hospital
No,
bill because
no,
you
no,
shot
no, no,
yourself in
that's
the
not
foot.
cool.
That's
Don't
true.
drop your
no.
shit, demo.
Yeah. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, and then we
I mean,
stated it
it
here.
is,
Like,
right?
it's not
Yeah.
like
What'd you
we're
say? I didn't
happy
hear you,
about
Heartbeat.
it. It doesn't affect us like people think that it does, right? That my concern is with the fucking games, bro, being at $80, right? That at the end of the day, because okay, Xbox is saying that they're gonna do it case by case, maybe a huge game here and there, but we've seen plenty of games who are not even worth the $40 trying to be $70 out here. So we don't want this to be a joke and be like, okay, now the next Assassin's Creed is gonna be $80. No, screw you. Like
Probably will be, right?
It
I mean,
probably-
you think about how
yeah,
many
but
people are working on it.
But
I
that's what
think
I'm
they
saying.
will charge that.
That's what I'm saying.
Whether Xbox hires their prices or not, I think that they're gonna do that on their own, and that Assassin's Creed game is going to
And to be clear,
more
like
money.
let's just be clear here. When the market decides to move forward, understand, doesn't matter whether Xbox does it or not. Remember this, they were $60. games still released for $70 on the Xbox when they were releasing their games for $60.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because third parties choose their own pricing. So because of Nintendo, who brought all this shit upon them, even if Microsoft said, we're not going to play that game, we're staying at 70, the world is still moving to 80 because obviously if Microsoft was crazy enough to look at Nintendo and be like, nah, dog, you can have the $80 realm. Our games are staying in the 70. The rest of the world is not going to look at it that way. They're going to look at Mario Kart and be like, bro, I spent more than you spent on Mario Kart on like just a little tiny part of my game. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? There's no way we're going to be less than 80. So like, understand, again, as much as these people want us to put the chrome barrel to Xbox, you know what I'm saying? It's not them. It's not done. They cannot stop third parties from leasing games at 80. And it was Nintendo who brought the parade. They did it.
They're just dancing in it. They're like, all right, well,
the shit with Xbox
let me get
nonstop,
there.
bro. Don't like, come on, man. Just stop. They are doing what everybody else is about to do. Stop trying to treat them like they were supposed to be some goodwill. They are goodwill. They're already doing that shit for Game Pass. That is like, you got to understand, Xbox's core audience, their core audience are Game Pass subscribers, not people who own the box.
Yep.
It's their core audience are the people who are Game Pass subscribers, because those are the people that when Xbox looks at their spreadsheets, they can count on a consistent basis. Obviously, with the margin of people who leave and come back, there's way more people who just set it and forget it, right? There's way more people who just pay the price and don't even look back, just like their Netflix bill or anything else. That's the core audience. That's the audience that they are constantly trying to take care of. And did we get a price increase right now? No. Will we? Yes. But did we right now? No, because they're showing us, for the people who want to pay attention and who want to wipe the tears from their eyes and the snot from their nose, they're showing us, the core audience of Xbox, that they see us and they give a shit about us because we're the ones who pay the bills every single month on a consistent basis. Everybody else picks and chooses what game suits their needs, but we are there month in, month out, and our prices didn't rise. We already got the Xbox. Our prices didn't rise. Fuck everybody else who sat on Xbox this entire time. Fuck everybody else.
Well,
Fuck
I get
them,
what
bro.
you're saying, Demo, is that maybe you need to buy one for somebody who's just getting into gaming, right? Maybe your child is growing up, and it's like, that's fair
Give them
enough.
a
I get
tablet
it.
with Game Pass Ultimate, fam.
So
yeah, I mean,
it is what it is. Whatever, I get it.
No,
It's an
nobody
increase.
cared about the ponies, you know, like if they want an Xbox or not. At the end of the day, after all the shit they talked, obviously. But I'm talking about, like, you know, actual gamers who will probably be like, you know, I mean, people who are, you know, just realizing that Xbox exists right now, like, you know, Brovian and shit. Like, you know, the reason I don't think he would have gotten an Xbox if it was, you know, like after this price increase, because then it wouldn't be making sense, right? I think that, you know, it's just like certain people, I just feel bad because at the end of the day, holidays are coming and maybe you got a little cousin or something, you like want to surprise them and shit. And it's like now a pain in the neck because it's a little bit more expensive. Because I mean, that's one of the things that I was thinking, because I know my little cousins and shit, they're not going to play their Nintendo Switch anymore because they don't like the prices. But now Xbox comes with the same bullshit. And it's like, you know, how am I going to tell them now?
Nintendo because they don't like the prices. And now Xbox went up. Why should Xbox be the second fiddle? Right?
Well,
because Nintendo, I mean, upped their prices. Now,
because
the value I see in Xbox, right?
Yeah.
But now they up their prices. I think that's
the problem. People shouldn't just come to Xbox when there's like no other choice.
Exactly.
You
like,
know,
like,
in the fact that we are like, putting them, like we're giving them the smoke to keep them in that box, right? Of being nobodies, right? Or freaking the third ones out. Like, we shouldn't be looking at them that way. Why?
Well, because
I
of consumer
mean,
friendliness,
come on,
right? Just people were
man.
expecting that, but it is
Yeah.
what it is. Business is business.
Yeah.
But then hopefully there'll be
Business is
some
business.
deals.
If you,
No,
it
there
doesn't matter
will
what
be
you expect. If
deals.
you weren't
Yeah,
an
and you
Xbox
can get
fan
the
and you didn't
Series
get your
S.
Xbox, it is what it is. This is
Yeah.
what they cost now.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is not like Armageddon. Like, they will have other promotions.
At
They
Christmas
will.
time, they'll still have
Yeah.
deals. Probably go
Yeah, they
back to
will.
just the regular price and shit. Look, it is what
Yep.
it is. But I got to tell you, there is a lot to the idea that at the end of the day, if we're the backup choice, why do we cater to them?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the edge case scenarios where it's just like, a second console, or you just want to give a gift and shit, like, that's all cool, right? But that doesn't make up the majority of people, right? The majority of people who are going to be buying this are going to be the people who are looking over and saying, oh shit, they got those games in Game Pass. I want a console that has Game Pass. Pay more, bitch. Somebody who is sitting there who had another console forever and is finally saying, you know what, there's enough games over there that I want to go ahead and buy the other console. Pay up. Like, there is, how many times, think about this. How many times have we been the losers in the scenario? Like, think about that. Like, I don't know who's going to be pissed about this. Like, my mind is fucking fucked right now. How were we okay that because we felt that Xbox was worth it, we paid full price for that bitch at launch, paid $500, and then over the course of time, all the people who didn't believe, all the people who didn't see the value, get the benefit of paying cheaper later for the shit that we saw the value in and bought right away. I am fucking glad. Fuck those people. Go buy your shit later. I saw the value, so I bought. I'm Gucci. You didn't see the value.
It's true.
Now you do. Now you want to buy. Now you pay more, bitch. And you know what? The idea of it is crazy because it's so funny because people say, how can a 5-year-old game as console, how can it be more money? You know how?
It's vintage.
Because the economy of that console has changed. Now, see, when we bought it, there weren't a lot of games. There weren't a lot of games that took advantage of the hardware. Now there is. So the value is actually more now for that console experience than it was
At the
when
beginning
we
of
bought
the
that shit.
generation. Of course.
So,
Absolutely.
Yes, you'll pay for that shit. Maybe next time a new generation starts, maybe you'll buy that bitch at the beginning instead of waiting and hoping and praying that you'll go buy something else and come back when Xbox is cheaper. Come on, man.
Well, look, a part of this is also just getting people used to the fact that prices are going to escalate next gen. I
We
think
talked
the
about
PS
that
Pro,
too.
Yeah, we
the
did.
PS5 Pro
yesterday.
was one of those, and they're doing the same thing with that Galaxy Edition. Just like, hey guys, this is where it's going. The trajectory is upwards, not downwards. Don't
Yeah,
expect
they want to
$500
close
console.
that gap before the new consoles come in. So it's not a WTF situation.
100%.
And maybe, I don't even know if they're going to do it, but maybe they like freaking announce hardware at the June showcase and they're like, oh, it's going to come in at $800. And you're like, oh my fucking God. Right. But now you won't, because it's like you've been kind of accustomed to the fact that that is the price. Like that is the way it is. Right. So this is, I think they're just setting the stage for what's coming next. And like, this is, you just have to kind of accept the gradual up that this is going to be the way it is. Like PC parts are ridiculous now too. So I can't say that it's like just on this side. Yes, it used to be that, the console was the cheap entry point. It still is, to be fair, right? Versus going into a PC. But, it's not that easy to get cheap PCs these days. It's like all the parts have become ridiculous now. So either way, it is what it is. 370, 380, whatever it is still a good entry point. It's not bad. It's still a good entry point, right? People didn't complain when the OLED was $400, wasn't it? Switch OLED. Is it 350, 400, whatever it was, 350 maybe? I don't
400.
know. But yeah, so like it's in the same range. Is that like terrible? Like, come on, no, it's not the end of the world. It sucks from a optics perspective, sure, but hey, this is the way it is. Now I don't know if PlayStation will follow suit or not. They probably will, but I'm going to reserve judgment on that. I don't know if they will. Right? They could certainly say, "Hey, we'll just stay put and look better." That's not their history, by the way. That's not what they've been doing.
What reason would they have? They're not releasing games. They're releasing once in a blue moon. They have no reason. Their volume of games didn't go up, but they're spending so much more money. Come on, man. And all this on top of sprinkle on top of all this, that Xbox is the only motherfuckers who allow you to enjoy their games outside of the box.
Yeah, well, that's true.
You don't need the motherfucking box.
Not by buying another copy of the game, by the way.
Yeah. You don't need the box. Go play it on your
it is
PC.
what it is, man.
Go play it on your TV. Come on, man. That being said, let me get my boy Simple Jack in the building.
Yo,
thank you, my brother, for being here, man.
Thank you so much.
Super chat, man. Appreciate you, homie. Says the $80 narrative has been set by Nintendo. 80 equal better, bigger, better quality now. If a game sells for less, the question a normie is going to ask, is it not good enough to cost 80?
Thank you. Yes.
I mean, as much as we want to have those prices as low as possible, and we want to be surprised by a game that costs less that's so much better, realistically speaking, it is going to be a case where you're like, well, if it's not on sale, why is it cheaper? Is it less of a game?
What is lacking?
Is it a shorter game? Is it a ugly game? Like, what is wrong with the game that is not worth full price? Right? And that is going to be a question that will come up. That is a question that happens every time. When people see South of Midnight, you don't think they wonder why that's cheaper? When you see Expedition 33, you don't think people wonder why they're cheaper? Get yourself out of the bubble of Twitter and us gassing all these games up, and put yourself into the shoes of somebody who's walking into Walmart and seeing a box on this on the shelf that says South of Midnight for $50.
Yep.
It's like, what the fuck is that? And
why?
Why is it cheap? What's wrong with it? What's going on? This is just the way that people look at shit. Now, again, I'm not suggesting that it should have been 80, but what I am saying is that Nintendo raising this shit higher does that. It makes people look and say, why? Why is it so much cheaper? Which is fucking crazy. But you know what I don't give a fuck about is that, because I have it in Game Pass, so it don't matter to me either way. All right.
It'll be interesting to see where this goes, right? With the $80 games. Like at some point, that's probably going to cause a game to fail. I think there's going to be like sales drop because it's
$70 cost games to fail.
Yep.
Yeah, it did. And so you have to make that measurement. Now, like the games that are like automatics, like GTA, they could charge 150 and stupidly people will still buy it anyway. Call of Duty, people are going to pay the $80. They will. It's just, it is what it is, right? There are some games that they'll just get the money. Fine. But not every game's like that. If it's just teetering, it could very much fail. And so it'll be interesting to see which game ends up saying we're going to go $80 and doesn't make the money back and dies.
Yeah,
like
honestly,
that unfortunately is a very viable thing.
At the end, if you remember, Hargy, at the end of Boom Show, I said, like, I was like, the one thing about pricing is I don't think that it's all going to be 80. I think people are going to think long and hard
not from
before
Xbox
slapping an $80 price tag on their game. Just because the ceiling is there doesn't mean that they're going to be able to prove that it's worth that. And that's going to be the discussion they all have. And pricing is going to be a major discussion now for all of these games. They have to know when they come out. The 80 is by no means going to be the default, right? No matter how the headlines want it to look, it's not going to be. They're going to be people who think their game is worth 80 and they'll price it as such. And if people don't buy it, it'll be on sale in 3 weeks and you'll get it at the price you want, or it'll be in Game Pass in no time, right? Like,
and there are the developers are going to try to take advantage of the fact that, you know, that's the new price out there and try to maximize how much they make until people catch on to the fact that the game is not worth the $80.
I just feel
spread, but there are going to be, you know, the ones are going to feel like, okay, great, look at how much we can make now.
I just feel like as an adult, we cannot be controlled by FOMO. We have to be better than that. You know, and if you're not okay with paying $70 or $80, either look for alternative ways of playing it. like we talked about, like the cloud, like a Fire Stick or something, or hold up a little bit and wait because these games
Play some of
usually
your
go on sale.
backlog
Like
and wait
look
till
at
the
the
shit to go on
case.
sale.
Look at the case,
Yeah.
like game. There's a perfect example out there, like Final Fantasy. When it came out on the PlayStation, it was $70. When it came out on PC not too long ago, you could have pre-ordered it with a discount. It was like $45. I know it's a year later, but it's half the fucking price, guys. So understand this: as a single-player game, Final Fantasy is not a game that obligate that is imperative for you to play right away. There's some other shit that you can wait. Like, for example, GTA. I know it might be a little bit tough if you join the fun online later, but you can still wait. They'll still have specials, guys. Like, the same thing with Call of Duty happens. Like every holiday, all the Call of Duties go on sale, and all of them are $19. Or either that or now they are in Game Pass. So, like I said, this is not Armageddon, not a big deal, but we would definitely start seeing some more $80 games. But it's now concerning to see if people are really going to buy into this. Maybe some games can have that luxury, some big franchise, but they really have to be really careful because let's say, for example, games like, I don't know, how would you feel about a new God of War, for example, at $80? Or how would you
It'll
feel
probably
about
still
a
sell.
new like it just depends, I guess, because it might sell for you, Hargy, but it might not sell for me. Look, today I was talking to Power Boss. Is somebody who has zero excitement for GTA, and you might be like, oh shit, this is weird, but they out there,
People like what they like, man.
who can be enticed into buying a game just based on the price. For example, games like RuneScape that just came out that is like $30 on early access. A lot of people bought into that. Why? Because it's only $30. Who cares? Just whatever. We see if it's good. We stick with the game, and by the time the game releases at $70 or $60, we already have it because we got the early access, type shit. So I mean, just know that you are an adult, right? Because I think this is an 18-year on older channel. You are an adult, and you can wait for a discount as well. So this is not the end of the world, guys. And I mean, I think like the doom and gloom is unnecessary. A lot of overreactions. Yeah, we have to speak it out. We got to call it out. We got to say that we're not happy, but we also got to move on. Because at the end of the day, this is happening whether we like it or no. Now,
yeah, I mean,
the fact
wallets
is,
are going to talk, right? The wallet's going to talk. We'll find out what people are willing to pay for different games.
Of course.
You mentioned Ubisoft. At least they also have a service, so you can just subscribe to their service if you don't want to pay the $80.
I did.
Just subscribe for a month.
For a month.
Play.
Didn't stick with it. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I tried it. I enjoyed the first couple of chapters. I mean, I think the beginning of the story was pretty solid. So I enjoyed that. The first like 10, 12 hours of the game. I thought that was good. It makes me wonder if I would have continued to play if it was like maybe half the size. Maybe I would have finished it. But I didn't have enough time. And look, Oblivion just came out. Tower Bone is out. Bro,
how much value
madness right now? It's just like good stuff. That's what I say at the beginning of the show. I'm happy as a gamer. I'm being fed the right food. Bro, in we're talking about all this, but like in a couple of weeks, we're gonna get Doom, and that's not gonna be $70. That's not gonna be $80. That's gonna be day one on Game Pass, guys. So I mean, yeah. Do we like the prices? No. Are we still excited for what Xbox has to offer? Hell fucking yeah. It's just like the most exciting times that Xbox ever had. So let's enjoy it. Like I said, enjoy it while it lasts, guys. You never fucking know. In the meantime, we're playing. Right now, as we speak, I'm playing Towerborn. Fucking dope. It just came out. Addicting as hell. I can't stop playing it, and it gets better and better and better. You get these little 5-minute short sessions that you can just like get it done and then go to work or something before work or something, at least. And I think this is one of those games that maybe for a Steam Deck or something like that would be amazing. It was just one of those. But yeah, like we got so much, man. Expedition 33 is killing it. I've been playing the shit out of it.
So much good shit, man.
Thanks to Game Pass, I
just started South of Midnight.
I
finished AC Shadows.
Oh, did you?
Nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't spend $1 on Expedition 33. if it wasn't
That's
on
true.
Game Pass. I promise
Yep.
you, I would not spend
you would have
$1
to.
because
Well,
it's
I mean, I
turn-based.
probably would have just based on the 92 meta. I would have been like, oh my
Yeah.
god, it's really that good. I might just buy. But anyway, so I'm liking it so
A
far.
lot of
Very,
people
very
have
early
said
on.
that though, demo. Like they would not, they wouldn't have thought that
Have
that's a
gotten in
game
the
that
engagement, yeah.
they would have liked, or they wouldn't
Yeah.
have spent the money.
Yeah, I
on
mean, we
it.
got the preview for it,
Yeah.
and I liked the preview right
Yep.
away. I knew it was going to be something special. Right? Remember, babe, we were
Mhm.
Yeah.
literally
You guys
like
said it, yeah.
playing it, like, oh my god,
Yeah.
what is this story? This is crazy.
So
Getting all
as far as South
emotional
of
and
Midnight,
shit.
yeah,
I'm not
Don't-
crying.
Don't spoil
I'm
the
on
story,
chapter
though.
2 or so.
Don't spoil
But
the
yeah.
story, I
It's
think.
it's just an emotional story. I mean,
Yeah,
for
it's crazy.
Expedition, if you're,
And
if
that's
you're
what
right
you
in the
need, right? You
beginning,
need that hook to
it
like keep
starts
you
that way.
going, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, it's fucking
yeah, so
crazy. Like I
apparently
saw
it's excellent.
the
I can't
preview
wait to
put
start
you
playing
in
that one.
further, and I saw shit in there. I was like, oh my god, wow. And then when you play the real game and it starts off immediately just crushing your soul with this goddamn Expedition 33. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So how you like it, South of Midnight, Hargy? I didn't.
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
So and then chapter 2, so far so good. I have not like done too much.
Nice.
I think I'm at chapter 2. I think that's where I am. But yeah, so I just kind of stopped because we were going to do the podcast. But yeah,
Nice.
I finished AC Shadows. Oh my god, was that long? And you know, whatever, it was good enough, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really into AC Shadows, but then other shit dropped. So that AC
Yeah.
Shadows is gonna be like I'll get back to it. Like if there's any lulls
Yeah.
and I'm not playing anything,
Yeah.
you know, I'll get back to it because I do enjoy it. And it's beautiful. Oh my god.
There's just too many
especially-
Yeah.
games, man. And my Bethesda like thing had come in for the shipping of my collector's edition. I don't know if you guys ended up buying it or not, but
Which one?
the Doom the Dark Ages
Mm.
collector's edition.
Oh no, you know what? I didn't. I was looking
well,
at it
I
like
did.
I was like, you know,
We got the wrap, the controller, and
we
the
bought all the
Elite.
stuff. I have
I got
two
that. I got
controllers.
those sitting right there. I got the
And
Elite
the
and
wrap.
the
Yeah, I got
wrap.
the
Yeah, I
Elite
got
and the regular
those.
one, which the
We
regular
got some
one looks fucking
unboxings
sick.
coming, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna be posting them up soon. So
So
we're waiting for
but yeah,
the
yeah,
Elite
yeah.
to come in.
So that'll be
now we
coming
have
in
all
soon.
three.
Doom the Dark Ages.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
like it's crazy, bro. And then you heard about Wu Chang, right? In July.
That's
July.
in
July
yeah,
24.
July.
So that's another month. Check this out, bro. Look, so we got Doom, right? This price increase shit is going on, right? By Doom, everybody will forget about it. Then we got the June showcase. Everybody's gonna forget even more.
Oh
After
yeah,
all the
everybody with a
excitement.
horrible headline on their thumbnail now is going to be talking about how Xbox is the greatest thing since sliced bread come June. It's just the way it
But,
is.
but look, to be fair, in the thumbnail, I don't know if you guys seen the thumbnail of my show. As I
No.
said, Xbox messed up, and I had the meme from Expedition 33 that he gets behind the wall. You know, he sets up the wall and you can hit him, type of shit. Like he has like a glass wall, and then he cannot go through. I don't know if you've seen that in the game.
Oh, I don't think I saw it. No.
Okay, so basically, you make it really dramatic so people click on it, but then everybody's happy and smiling. Everybody's like, "Oh, this shit is such clickbait." It's like, yeah, I mean, like, what do you want me to do? Like, we already talk about the prices being bad, but look at all these other exciting shit that we got going on. Like, are we gonna spend the whole night crying about the same shit, or are we gonna move on and talk about shit that is really exciting, that is actually going on? Games that are being played, games that are being released, that are coming out. GTA with exciting news, right? Giving all these games a lot of room to breathe now. So Marathon, they can breathe a little bit. They were really scared. It seems like Hiroki Totoki had to do a little bit of flying, and I think that runs in every PlayStation CEO veins, like Jim Bryan flying or
Well, I thought
Bruselas to stop
Nishino
the
is
deal.
that's his name, right? I thought he's the CEO now, right? He's the Nishino,
Hiroki,
whatever.
yeah, Hiroki.
No, Hiroki is the CEO of Sony. I think Nishino's the
Yeah,
one for
Nishino's the
PlayStation now.
CEO of PlayStation.
Oh,
Of PlayStation now, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go to that as the next topic. Is the whole Marathon Arc Raiders, right? What's going on there?
Yeah. Let's do that, man. Fuck this doom and gloom shit. I'm tired of
No,
it.
we
We
have-
already
we-
talk about it. We
we
say
have to
everything
get,
that we have to say about it.
We're definitely working our way out of it. Let me get this over here. Let me show this Archangel Nexus.
Yo,
Set something
hey.
real quick. Let me show you
Homie.
guys. Bam. I like this right here. It says games are fucking expensive. The light, he sees the light. Angel comes down, passes him a card. She flies away. He looks at the card.
King.
Nice.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's the
That's
answer.
dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like it is the answer. So it's like you can cry or you can
Yes.
just get with the fucking program. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just what it is.
That's
like
awesome.
if you there is an alternative, right? If you choose to ignore that alternative, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a personal problem. You know, like I'm just saying, like don't be a fucking loser. You know?
The ones
Nice
that I've really
people.
screwed up are the ponies and PlayStation only fans, right? The PlayStation people who only want to play on PlayStation. Why is that? Because they can only consume what PlayStation gives them. People like us with open minds and being able to access and we have the will, right? Be willing to try different things. You get rewarded by it because you can literally play on the PC, you can play on the Steam Deck, you can play on the Lenovo Legion Go. Like the options are there, guys. Like chill out. Bunch of exciting shit going on. CMoney about to pull up. Let's get it.
Baby, do you have anything left to say?
And we get 20% off if we buy the games.
We do get 20% off.
Oh, that's
So,
true. Which is
what if we-
$50.
Thanks.
Sort of.
Thanks. All right. So I'm gonna take my chapter, and then we're gonna go right in.
And you don't even have the financials as a topic, right?
No.
Yeah.
This is such a big thing that's happening right now. It's kind of difficult to get that in, but we did talk about it a little bit on the last show that they're the biggest publisher, all that fun stuff. So, we'll see if we put it on a different show. But right now we're just seeing. All right.
Yeah, we
ready?
did cover that yesterday.
Okay.
So,
So,
yes. Go ahead.
Arc Raiders is burying Marathon completely and utterly, guys. I don't know about you, but on my Twitter, obviously, Hargeet, you don't see it, but on my Twitter, bro, it is nothing but Arc Raiders content. People are loving that shit. It's an extraction shooter, and people are fucking going in. I'm seeing clips of it nonstop. Honestly, getting me kind of pumped for it. So Arc Raiders is made by that company, Embark. Those are the people that left EA. They were the people who were making Battlefield. And then they went ahead and made their own shit, and they're working on this. And I think they have another game that they're working on. I think it's 2 games, Arc Raiders and some other shit. But Arc Raiders.
Finals.
Yeah, the finals. Yeah,
The finals.
it is the finals.
Oh wow! So they got bangers. Finals is doing pretty good, and then you got this shit. Holy shit! Hold on, let me go ahead and get this real quick. Where is it? I'll just put this one. Let me go here. Zoom in there. Okay, there we go. So if I share this, go here, go here, go here, and then go here. Okay, and then add it to the screen so everybody can see. There it is. So I've been seeing a whole bunch, but this is like Shroud updates. Shroud is like a, he's playing these games. He also played Marathon, by the way. And you know what he didn't do? Have like crazy excitement. You know what I'm saying? But let's watch this little clip. Supposedly, so the post is Shroud unironically just made the best advertisement trailer for Arc Raiders ever. Absolute cinema. Let's see what this is. It's 28 seconds. It's short.
Oh, here, I got to deep it for you. I got you. Okay, we gotta get this building. I think. Come. The building's locked. It's a locked door. Fuck. Down in the hole, boys. Yo, what is happening? Oh my! It's me. Holy fuck! My boys are dead.
Dude, was that the
They're dead. Oh, here, I got to deep it for you.
I'm not gonna lie. That kind of feels like a trailer that like Ubisoft would have made back in the day and made it all fake and shit and like set up a scenario. But I mean, this is just one clip, man. It's just like nonstop. That so many people are just on and on about this. Have you guys seen it? Is it just me? Like, Chad, have you been seeing it? Demo, have you seen it? Baby,
Hell yeah. I've been following this game for a long time since they announced it. I think it was during, if I'm not wrong, during either an Xbox show or a PlayStation show, one of the two. And I thought it looked great back then, and it looked good now still. I'm looking forward to playing it. This is gonna be right around the corner around Marathon release date. I think they having a beta right now, and it's looking incredible. They're having some crazy ass moments. A lot of people are super happy with with the quality of life improvements and everything that because they had another play test. So this was more like an improved, sort of like about to release type shit. And I've seen a lot of people asking for this game to be released right now. Like people are like, just drop it.
They're saying like,
because
just put it into early access.
And like you said, this game went viral. There's no stopping it right now. Like everybody's just like trying to play this game when it drops. And not a lot of people are trying to play Marathon. So yeah, they had a play test for Marathon, which is still going on, I think. In the first
Is
day,
it still going on?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro, I thought they already stopped.
I thought so
shit.
too.
They stopped. I don't know, but I don't. For what I've seen, a lot of people are still like talking about Marathon. Like when it comes, because a lot of people, to be fair, are curious, right? Because a lot of people didn't get to play it, so we are stuck, with people's opinion about it. And in reality, not a lot of people in the community have tried it like that. So it's hard to tell, right? For real, like if people are like telling the truth, if they, it's sort of
About
like
what?
There's
what?
that mystery about Marathon, whether
bro.
because the difference in
If
opinions
you're blind,
is crazy.
maybe.
Yeah, it's
This
dividing.
shit just looks like ass,
Right,
yo.
right. But the opinions are dividing. So a lot of people are super curious still. And since it's Bungie, I know a lot of people are still, even though it might be good or bad, whatever, are going to enjoy the gun mechanics and all that. But like with games like
They
this,
have a fan base.
right?
Yeah, that fan base is fucking.
Yeah, but for how long are
is
they
not
be
even
able
playing it?
Yeah, but for how long are they going to be able to keep these people interested when you got
Bro,
big
they
titles
already
like
are
this coming?
losing them. Demo, have you not
Yep.
seen that 6,000 people or some shit played the first day?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
less and less people are coming back. And they're sending more and more invites out, and less people. Bro, there was like 600 people playing the other day. Like the dude from Forbes, who's the Destiny guy, put a post out there, like desperately saying, man, maybe you should send a lot more invites out. But it's like, fam, they sent invites out. People don't fucking want to play that whack ass shit. If you have two betas going on at a time that are only going on for a limited amount of time, you have Marathon and you have this. Look at this shit right here.
Yeah, and it seems like people are actually enjoying it and having fun.
Yeah.
So if the game looks good, if people are enjoying it, I mean, that this is why they're asking to just release the game now.
I think this game is gonna do really, really good. And I think Marathon is not gonna do so good, but eventually with patches and stuff, people are gonna come around and probably start, they have that chance, right? Or maybe like people, doing enough for people to come back. We've seen huge redemptions in gaming. Let's not get that, get it twisted. Games like, Rainbow Six, right? When it first came out, a lot of people weren't into it. And today is one of the most played games, even though it's old as shit. So it definitely has the potential to be something, but this is right now, it's taking the cake and it's taking the spot. This is what people really want to play. Decent Borderlands. I've seen a lot of people really excited for Borderlands 2. Thanks to PlayStation for that state of play that everybody thought that they were going to get something else, and they ended up just getting Borderlands gameplay, which is a lot like Destiny, which I've seen a lot of Destiny players being like, "Ooh, this is gonna be fire." They made Borderlands just like Destiny. I'm thinking like, wow, these motherfuckers were really hungry for Destiny 3, and here comes Bungie to fumble the ball and go into a niche genre like extraction shooters. Because like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Arc Raiders is an extraction shooter as well. So the fact that people are digging it, it just
Because
makes me
looks
wonder,
so
like,
much more. It
Yeah.
looks like so much more.
it has a lot more elements to it. Definitely that PvE moment, right? Of that bug or something or whatever it is that it was jumping away. Like that moments like that could define, right? You're like, wow, like this is actually something the world is alive. But in marathon cases, it felt like, you know, like this is just scripted here. So it happened and you get a couple of people to shoot at so you don't get bored. But this is actually look at the way that he's driving to extract. It just makes it more dramatic. Also, like the minute that he's tracked, everything closes right away. Like you're just not waiting. Something dramatic is happening. Like the way you extracting marathon, nothing happens. You're just literally standing in a circle waiting for the thing to for your screen to go black. But in this case, you know what I mean? He actually has like a story type thing going on. There's some intrigue, some mystery. Some story behind it. Like you have to tie it to a story, and this feels like it. And people are enjoying it, man. And I can't wait to play it either. So I'm gonna be playing, you know, these and Borderlands for sure. Marathon, I'll play it when I get it on the discount for $20. I'm gonna be smart, you know. I'm gonna be smart.
I gotta tell you, I
Okay.
believe that idea in general, but at $20, bro, marathon,
I don't know.
that's crazy sauce, bro. That shit looks like a kindergarten class got
It looks
together
pretty bad.
and fucking used their leftover crayons, not even their premium crayons out of a new box. It's like that big ass Ziploc bag of all the fucked up, mismatched, fucking crooked size crayons, and that's what they said. Here, our team, make us some shit, and they only have blue. They're like, fuck, we got this shit. The fuck out of here, yo. That shit sucks ass, yo. That shit looks like trash. That shit looks worse than Concord. It's less appealing to me than Concord was. And
Nah,
Concord was new, bro.
come on. No, I don't
Fuck
think so.
Bungie. I don't care about that.
Seriously,
No.
have
That's
you
not that
seen
same
it?
Bungie.
Demo
That,
No.
Bungie's
is
just a name.
wild.
I've
Bungie
seen it, boy.
right
I
now
promise you.
is left. It's just the leftover clowns who couldn't get a better job. That's it. That's the only people
So-
left at Bungie, bro.
I mean,
All the
look,
good people left.
it's possible that Marathon has a redemption arc. Possible. The
Possible.
problem is that we're looking at games that came out quite a while ago that did have a redemption arc, but there wasn't equivalents out there. When you have a game literally launching at the same time, it's gonna be very hard for them to have a redemption arc unless they can come back really fast, right? So the assumption would have to be this guy fails and then Marathon picks up, or they have something ridiculously compelling. The problem I'm seeing is nobody in the industry is saying I'm waiting for Marathon, and people are flocking to this. That's not a good sign. That's just not a good sign.
Yeah.
Like it's
They're
pretty much
saying
universal that people are
delay
saying
marathon.
they're saying delay it, but
Keep
I don't understand
working
what you
on
would delay
it.
it for, right? So
Yeah, that's what
like you
I'm saying,
said,
there's
Demo.
nothing to delay. This is a
But
dead.
like you said, Demo, I think the thing is they need a story and they need something to make it compelling for you to be in that environment. And I don't.
Let me tell you something.
That would take
Hucky, do you not
years to
even
do.
See, did you not see that they don't even have a story for this game? They're
For
literally
what, for this one?
So for Marathon, okay,
Yeah,
watch Skill Up's YouTube video. He talked to them when he played Marathon over there, right at Bungie. He spoke to them, and they told him, "Yeah, we really don't have a narrative for this game. We're gonna try to put something together in the next 6 months, and it's mostly gonna be environmental storytelling." That's what they told him, bro.
Which is the
there's
shit
no
they did
shot
with
they're
Destiny,
making a
which
single
pissed me
player
off.
game.
I'm like,
Bro,
dude,
Concord had everything they needed to make a single player game, and they didn't turn that shit to a single player game. Marathon would literally have to start a brand new game from scratch.
Yeah, I don't know that it's going to go well for Marathon. I just don't. It just doesn't. It feels like the trajectory is worse than Concord, and I don't know, because like even Concord at least had like those graphical elements when you saw the cutscenes. You're like, whoa, what is this, right? And it, like, yes, it's ripping off Guardians of the Galaxy, but it had something, right? Like the first one was useless, but the second trailer where they actually showed you like, oh my, what is this? And then you figure out what this is. What is this game? This is shit. What Anyway, whatever. Right, but at least it had something to it from a story perspective.
Yeah.
This has none of that, right? So you see it and you're like, okay, how is this like the Bungie storytelling that you remember from Halo? It's not. It's just nothing like that, right? Even Destiny was like a disappointment, but at least it had some storytelling. Like this is just like crap. Like, what is this? But anyway, I don't know if it's going to do well there. I don't think it's a free to play. I think it's now changed from free to play to $40 for Arc Raiders.
Yeah, it's $40.
Yeah, it's $40. So if since they're going to probably release right around the same time because they're doing their beta right at the same time, you probably see this as a great opportunity for Xbox to jump in and say, "Hey, we'll throw that in Game Pass."
I would love that. They need to do that. Throw it on Game Pass, bro. Marathon needs to go on Game Pass. Marathon
because of the association, right? It doesn't matter. This game might do well anyways, right? But just the association that Xbox is foiled to Marathon, even though Marathon's going to be on Xbox, is going to be Arc Raiders. Because it looks like there's much more enthusiasm for this game. Plus, it just looks normal. Look at if you watch like the freaking Marathon stuff, you're like, what the heck is this? Like, what was this somebody's acid trip? Like, what is this? Like,
I'm telling you,
what are these graphics? I don't even understand.
Crayons, yo. Blue crayons. Listen, I got the definitive bars right here. Man,
what's up, baby?
He says Marathon's already dead, and it hasn't even released yet. Wow. This is the youth. This is the youth of our world right now.
It's sad, but it is what it is.
You ain't capturing me, bitch. Listen, if you're not gonna capture the youth, you ain't capturing shit. I'm not talking about little babies. I'm talking about grown kids, 18, 19, 20-year-old people.
But Demo, I'm with you on I hate that Bungie is gonna release shit and it's gonna die. I hate that because I've loved Halo. Like Bungie Halo, it was fantastic. And now look where they are. It's like, ugh.
It's a big step down.
I think that card has expired for them.
Yeah. I think
it's been declined.
They look, sometimes these people could be really, really confident and believing that one aspect of the game can carry the whole thing. And sadly for extraction shooters, they're more complicated than just gunplay. There's a lot of elements to it. Arena shooters are more focused on the gunplay. Extraction shooters are focused on the gunplay, and you also focus on the loot and the role and the interactions and all of that. There's a lot more elements. They thought that they had to figure out, but they walking literally into uncharted territories that they haven't explored and they don't understand. So I think that's a mistake. They too dependent on the gunplay, and I don't think that's a big selling point for people who play extraction shooters. At the moment. So let's see. I'm hopeful that they can bring, they can come around and, fix it up or something. But I'm definitely not playing. I don't care. I'm playing whatever I like to play. And I'm playing Borderlands. That's day one for me for sure. Yeah. No question asked. Borderlands is the shit. I know I'm going to have a great time. And Marathon, I don't know if I'm going to be able to enjoy it. So guess what I'm going to buy? Simple. It is simple.
Yeah.
That's sad though.
Yeah, it's wild, but
Reaper was enjoying it too.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's honestly, man, it looks so fucking good to me. Like I really, I want to play this shit. Is it an open beta?
I think you can sign up. Yeah, you can go to their site.
Sign up.
Just sign up. Yeah,
just sign up.
Is it on Steam or on Xbox and PlayStation?
Shit, I see it on the
everywhere.
website. I think they have a website.
I think we see.
Yeah.
Arc Raiders.
The only thing that I don't like about Arc Raiders,
what do you think?
It is in third person perspective, and that is not good for an extraction shooter, in my opinion. That you have PvP, because the angles and the ways that you can hide behind the walls and just see everything around you while people is extracting and shit, like the sneaky shit. It's just not good in my opinion.
There's plenty of first-person ones. No, you got third
person. It's not good. It's not
I
gonna
mean, that's a
be-
preference. It's fair enough, right? But anyways,
Yeah,
it's available on all platforms. You can get it on Epic, Steam, PlayStation,
Yeah.
and Xbox.
I'm still gonna
I could
play.
just
I do
go
play
where, like
third-person
on the
shooters
Xbox store.
too.
If I go download it, I can
So
just
on
go
Steam, you
download.
can get directly. If you want to get the other ones, you have to go to their website. So just look up Arc Raiders. You'll find their website pretty fast, and then you can sign up.
You can sign up from Steam.
Yeah, you can. Apparently, you can just do it directly on Steam. But on the other ones, Epic, PlayStation, or Xbox, you have to go in from their website.
Oh shit! I'm downloading it right now. I actually being invited to play. Oh, let's go! Let's get it
On Steam?
Fuck this! I'm not sleeping tonight.
Wherever you want to play it, man. You can go to their website and pick it up. Xbox,
No, I just
PlayStation,
went to
Epic,
Steam real quick,
Steam,
and I'm
whichever
actually.
one you
Oh,
like.
let's go! I think I'm gonna be streaming this tomorrow. I might be.
Yep, you
streaming.
got
This shit
2
looks
days,
real
right? It's
fucking good.
through Sunday, right? So you have
Really?
you
It
can keep
ends
playing
on
this
Sunday?
weekend. Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
Come on, Simone, download it now, bro.
Might
I got it. I don't want to
as
download
well
on
give
this
it a
one. I
chance,
wanna
right? If you
download on
like
my
it.
other computer. Oh, man,
Let's
that
go,
looks
bro.
so
We
cool.
got a new game to play too. It's that weekend. We got a new game to play for the weekend.
Jesus.
Expedition 33, which I'm playing. And now these, like, we don't really have enough time to play all these games, bro.
We don't have time to
We
play
really
shit,
don't.
bro.
It's
There's so
impossible.
much all the time.
It's impossible, yeah.
Yeah, we
Hey,
don't. We
look.
also got Towerborn, right? Towerborn came
My
out.
Yeah, it's
Towerborn, I have
preview.
it.
Preview,
Freaking
Towerborn.
dope.
but
And look, we have also Doom, and a week after we got the Splitgate beta, which I don't know if you tried Splitgate, which is like the one with the portals.
Yeah. I played the
Oh my
first
god,
one.
I love that game. The first one, I really love that. I tried the beta for this one, and they're gonna have another play test, and I think it's gonna be deaf until they release the game. So I'm gonna be playing the shit out of that one because that's an arena shooter, and that's what I love. That's a Halo style type games, and I'm gonna be sweating my ass off in that one for real, for real. That's gonna be
Wow.
dope.
Yeah, there's a lot, man. There's so much. This is and look at how much time we just spent talking about Arc Raiders and looking at all this other shit. What is this fucking thing, yo?
It's addicted to Arc
People are
Raiders.
crazy, bro.
it's
God.
like, oh no, it's Alex, right? Who does the banana?
No,
suit thing?
that's not Alex.
But
That's
this is
somebody
not.
else.
It's not Alex. I know, but I'm just saying
Oh,
it's
but
like,
everybody's
oh,
gonna
no,
get
it's
in a
Alex.
fucking banana suit and dance like a goddamn.
Hey, he's doing the
bitch,
Celia
yo.
Cruz. Huh?
Hey,
Celia Cruz.
whatever.
Christ, yo.
Oh, Celia
Listen,
Cruz.
If it's entertaining, it's
other
entertaining,
kids
right?
get
Whatever.
That type of fame, I'm good, fam. I'm good.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, there we go, right? So that's that story.
All right.
Any-
Well,
you listen. You guys can get in the game.
yeah, I gotta
Yep.
check that out.
Go
That
play
shit
that
is
shit right now.
So
You already
again,
got in already?
yeah, he already fucking downloading it. He's downloading it right now.
Yep. Okay, guys. See you next week. Nah, I'm lying. I actually got.
Leave
I
a
actually gotta go
message
to
at
sleep.
work, like
Nah, I actually
I know.
gotta go to sleep too.
All right.
Actually, that
Let's
is-
get let's get the last one, the first thing that we were supposed to talk about. And let me get this off the screen for a little bit, real quick, so I can figure this other shit out. It's not long because we spoke about it. It's pretty matter of fact situation, but gotta cover it because it's literally at the top. Let me just do this right here. Okay. So it's official. Grand Theft Auto 6 delayed. Yes, delayed is not gonna come out in 2025. It's not happening, guys. It has been officially delayed. Let me go ahead and put this up on the screen. It's official, like a referee with a whistle. That's right. Rockstar Games gone ahead, put out a post that says Grand Theft Auto 6 is now coming May 26, 2026. It's a year from now. You know what I feel? I feel like they were going to do like Christmas Day or some shit. It was going to be like 12/25/25 or something, and then they just pushed it back 6 months. So it says Grand Theft Auto 6 is now set to release on May 26, 26. We're very sorry that this is later than you expected. The interest and excitement surrounding a new Grand Theft Auto has been truly humbling for our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and your patience as we work to finish the game. With every game we have released, the goal has always been to try and exceed your expectations, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand that we need this extra time to deliver at the level of quality you expect and deserve. We look forward to sharing more information with you soon. Sincerely, Rockstar Games. So I want to go back to everybody who was here yesterday in the chat. And when I said that Borderlands moved up, it wasn't because Grand Theft Auto, but instead is because of their state of
Yote and
play deal
Marathon.
that they
Yep.
got and moved out of the way so that Marathon has a moment to shine and gave Ghost of Yote a little time to breathe. What's up now? Okay, what's the answer now? Give me all that shit saying that Grand Theft Auto is the reason that I'm crazy. Come on, man. It's not true. Look at this. They told you. I mean, but I think we all were kind of iffy about it, right? Like we were all like, is it gonna be here?
Yeah.
There's a pretty good chance. They kept trying to confirm it. And I think they were doing that for their numbers because obviously once this got confirmed that it's being delayed, their stock
Yep.
numbers tanked, right? So I mean, this is the news. does it upset you? Does it make you feel sad? What is it?
No, not at all. Like you said before, they're going to do what they need to do. They're not going to come out here and drop the ball. You know that they are going to go ahead and elevate and give you. I mean, we saw that trailer and it looked insane. So we know how they deliver. They're not going to half-ass a situation or put their reputation on the line by trying to rush anything. Obviously they have been and will continue to work at their own pace. But I think the bigger thing is that it's not something that it's a situation where everyone is just waiting for that one game to come out this fall, right? There are plenty of games releasing. There's enough going on. And if anything, it's like, good. One has moved. There's time for the other ones. As much as I believe that 2026 is going to be packed. But yeah, I think for that time of year, I'm glad that it got moved to, earlier
I think May is a
2026.
great time for it.
Right? I feel like that's a better month for a better time of year, um, rather than, towards the end and it feels a little more crowded and compact, even though we had an April like no other, and it's like who knows what's coming next May. But yeah, I just feel it's right before the holidays. This has like its audience, right? So it doesn't matter um necessarily when it releases, but like for other games during the holiday season, I feel like Grand Theft Auto is going to sell in May, is going to continue to sell, and is going to sell for the holidays of 2026 as well. But that big rush is going to come in nice and early, obviously, when it releases, but it gives a little more breathing room for everything else that's going on during the fall. And it just like even coming into 2026, that next holiday season, it should feel a little more, it should have a little more air for everything else that's taking place. There are a lot of other games that are releasing that are beasts, right? So it's not just Grand Theft Auto. So a lot of people play it. There are a lot of people that don't as well. So I don't know. What do you think about the push demo?
I think this is the right call. I think it was gonna be stepping over a lot of fucking games, and it was gonna make the holidays super hectic. Another
Mhm.
reason why I believe this is the right call for them is just like, you know, summertime. Kids just go on vacation, May 26th. That's literally the last week of school for high school and all that. It's like June, July, right? Something like that. So summertime is when kids got the most time to play video games. So I think it's a wise choice to have it in like, uh, to release it during this time. And also they need to make sure that this game, gets polished properly. It can come out here buggy and all of that because a lot of people are gonna complain because a lot of people will play this game, and that's why I believe that they did it. Also, going back to what CMoney was saying, yeah, about Sony PlayStation having a sort of deal with 2K so that Marathon could breathe and make no mistake. Yeah, it's true. Like, who in the hell moves up games, right? They like if you got a set date for a game, you just release it there. If anything, you delay it because okay, last minute shit, something came out, servers,
Yep.
I got a server that's tripping. Oh, I got this thing that is not optimized well. Sorry, I couldn't get it done. Some shit like that. Yeah, it makes more sense. And I think Borderlands as a franchise needed the time for them to also, give it more care due to what happened with 3, which they sold really well. Last Borderlands, even though it got bad reputation and criticism, it sold about around 18 million copies. So put that into perspective. We're talking about a huge game, $80 million in a game that was considered the worst of the franchise. You can imagine what they're going to sell in this one that everybody's really like, interested in. So, yeah, the right move, specifically for us gamers, because we were going to go crazy how and where we're going to play this game during the holidays with everything that's coming on. And we do want to play everything. So, yeah, it's a good move. Nobody's like, okay, we understand, right? And it's like not to give him a pass, but it's like Rockstar. They don't release as often, but what they do release is, they are going to deliver. I believe that GTA is going to be a quality game, and I think a lot of people it's going to be groundbreaking for sure. It's gonna like if you want to become a content creator when this game drop, is a very good opportunity for you to to go ahead and do that because a lot of
And
people are going to be looking for content related to GTA. So I do believe that the game is still gonna hold. It's gonna be amazing, and all the games can breathe now, and gamers like me, and then now it's a good. This is good because it's giving them everybody, right? Like the whole industry, like, okay, this is where we're going to drop. We're going to drop here because we don't want to be in anybody's way. So plan accordingly, right? Because before they didn't have an exact date, right? They will say that later half of,
Mhm.
2025,
Of
I think that's what they
2025,
said.
yep.
Right. So now they're giving you a date. So all these games, like, if you planning on releasing a game around this date, I would totally forget the whole month of June for games. You can still release games in May, probably at the beginning or something, but I would totally not release games during June, at least a month, so that people can get
Not
the
high profile games that you want to have like eyes on, right? Smaller
yeah,
games are still gonna come out
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
it is what it
And
is. And
look,
like
and
you
like I
said,
said,
Powerball still wants to play something, right? So
mhm,
hopefully something comes out for him. That's exciting.
yeah,
Um,
but this is good. This is good. I mean, I always said it. I'd rather these developers to delay their games and finally release them when they're ready than rush it and we get all these fiascos and disasters. So
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be in a hurry, and especially during these times that we got so much to play. So we got some other shit to do. This is not the end of the world. This is not the last hole, in the desert. This is just, another game coming that we can wait to play. That's it. We'll be all right, man. You guys, you GTA people, you can still play GTA 5, bro. And GTA 4, a lot of people play GTA 5, but they haven't played 4. Go check it out. It's dope. Go give it a shot.
especially with
And
mods, bro. It can look like a brand new game.
mhm. So
Great story. Argeet, what do you feel?
Yeah.
about
All right. So the reason it's May 26 is because it's Memorial on the 25th. So they're obviously going to do the standard thing that all the big games do. There's going to be a higher edition that you can pay for to get it early access. So you get it on Friday. So you have the entire Memorial weekend to keep. So obviously that's why they're putting it there. Right? Otherwise, you would for just the numbers, you would say 6/26/26, right? That would make more sense, right? But that's not what they did. They want to get the Memorial weekend. So so it's pretty obvious they're going to have an edition where you can get early access, right? That's pretty much a given anyway, whatever, right? So that's why they're putting it there. Is it surprising that this is happening? No, right? Like we've seen Rockstar do this. Hey, when like April is pretty much done and you still haven't heard a thing about what's going on with this release, you kind of have to give it to the idea it ain't coming this year because like they have to announce something, right? So yeah, it was kind of a given. Now, is this locked? I don't know. They could delay it again. They've done that before too, right? So would it surprise me if it suddenly became like October? No, but let's just assume tentatively that they're going to be ready for May 26th. Yeah, the other one I already noted. Like the second they did the Borderlands move was like, oh, that's because of Marathon, obviously, right? Because it's coming out on the same day. Right. So obviously they're moving it because, it has nothing to do with Marathon. It's because we think we're going to be ready. No. Yeah. Maybe you're ready because Sony came in and said, here's a bag. Here's some more QA people. Please make sure your game comes out earlier.
Dude,
Whatever.
they
dude.
literally
We don't believe
did a state of play for Borderlands.
Seriously,
Of
though.
course, they're
Seriously.
moving
And
as
not their own
part of
game.
the deal.
No one is going to say, we're a little early. It's just 2 weeks. You leave that for anything that comes up, like
Exactly.
you
Like,
mentioned before, demo. If you're early and it's like it has to be at least a month, right, for you to say it's worth going ahead and
Yeah.
switching the
This is
date. But it
obviously
it
that,
doesn't
right?
make any sense, and it all just aligns. See, just like you
Yep.
said before, it's very
Yeah.
coincidental, and the fact that they put out a statement makes it even more suspect. Like nothing to see here, guys.
Uh-huh.
And
Move it
Ghost
along.
9 days after. Ghost
Yeah.
is in 9 days
So-
after.
Yeah, like whatever,
After
right? And so now
Marathon.
what does happen is, I think Demo, you were mentioning, basically the fall now, nobody has to worry about it anymore, right? GTA ain't coming this fall. So for all the games that need to have like release dates now, they can go ahead and put their release date schedule together for the fall. So we'll finally get those release dates, right? Because everybody was just like in fear of when is this dropping? We want to be as far away from it as possible, right? So now they don't have to worry about it for this fall. At least we'll get our release dates pretty soon, hopefully, right? So they'll get something more tangible going forward with all the new announcements. So that's cool. So at least the fall will line up. We'll get our ideas of what's coming out. Next year is going to be an interesting one, right? Because look, this year is pretty good for Xbox. Next year's going to be just as insane. They have so many freaking games coming. And they're going to, like, it's going to be pretty much like this. Every month they will have a big game, right? Like, have they skipped 1 month this year? Like they had, in January, they had that Ninja Gaiden Black that just dropped. It's not their game, but it was, they were the ones who kind of made that happen, right?
Game Pass has hit every month this year so far.
Right. And so
Game
then
Pass has hit every
Feb was
single month.
Avowed, right? And then, March, what do they have in March? They had Adam Fall, but they haven't anything of their own. I don't know if they had anything first party, but they had Adam Fall. And then, April has been ridiculous. And now May we have Doom. June, God knows what what else we're gonna have. And July
Well,
we
June
have
we have the Alters.
that's right.
July,
but I don't know if they're gonna have
July we
anything
have
themselves, because
Wu-Chang.
June Showcase, I think they're gonna drop things directly that day. Right? I think they're gonna have things ready to go. They're probably gonna drop something that day. I'm gonna guess. Right? There's probably some like remaster or something. Oh, Oblivion. I forgot about minor game. Oblivion. Right. So you get that. It's been constant, and that's just the first half, and the second half is going to be just as ridiculous, and then next year is going to be just as ridiculous. We already know Fable is coming, right? And many other games are already slated to come out, and they're probably being pushed back because they're like, well, we can't fit you in. So there is an unannounced game coming out this year. Phil has said that, right? That they still have to tell you about it. It's coming out this year. Maybe that's just a remaster, but I think it's Forza. I think they're ready for Horizon 6. I think is ready to go. That's my guess. So I'm gonna push that. That's probably what's coming this year. So you have that slated along the other stuff that's coming. So again, Xbox is gonna have a stellar like fall along with a stellar beginning of the year. So it's just been a crazy month, like a crazy year. But next year is going to be even more crazy because you got E-Day on the docket. You got Fable. You've got Clockwork. You've got Everwild ready. You got. I don't know if Halo is coming. I think Halo is going to come out a year later, but we'll see. That's a possibility too. But there's so much that we have.
Everwild is this year.
You think it's coming this year? I don't think it's coming out this year. I think we're going to see it this year, but I think it's coming out next year. And
well,
then
I think that you don't. I don't think you show us again and then wait again.
I think that's what's going to.
They already did it, and I think to re-announce it and then be like it's coming next year, I think would be crazy. I think it comes by the end.
I think that's what's going to happen because I think they need to show us the gameplay, right, to entice us, and I think that's what's going to end up happening. It's going to be a next year game because I think this fall is just too it's too crowded. And then you still have
less crowded with Grand Theft, And Everwild, I don't know how big of a game that's going to be.
Well, it's big enough for Rare, right? They want to like make a splash, I'm sure. But either way, then you still have Perfect Dark. You have OD. You have
but those
Blade,
are next year.
Right. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It just keeps going, right? So of the next year and the next year after, they have to slate all these games in, right? Then they have Elder Scrolls 6 that's going to be, coming up as far as Bethesda, right? So it just keeps rolling. You still have Double Fine. You still have Project Mara, right? That still has to come out, right? And then all the other stuff like Contraband and whatever partner games they have. All that needs to be slated. It's just so much stuff.
Fighting game or whatever.
Right. Whatever they're working. Exactly. There's so much, right?
The IO game. I don't know if that got canceled or not, but they were working with IO.
Project Dragon. Yeah. I don't know where that is. There's rumors of other things coming. There's supposed to be a Marcus Phoenix collection, right? All sorts of stuff. Like, God knows.
Fallout
it's just gonna be
3
crazy, crazy. Yeah. Right. Fallout 3. We heard that's a potential, right? Fallout 3 remaster might be coming. Yeah, nuts, right? So, but anyways, this coming in wherever this is next year, it's still going to be a juggling act for Xbox because they're going to have to put stuff out in May. There's probably not going to be a month that they can skip just because of the sheer amount of games they have. So we'll see what they do, but I don't know.
I feel it. Yeah, I think the beauty is that we are in the privileged position to have games that are coming out at a regular clip that are just top tier. Yes, Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably going to introduce us to probably what we all envisioned in our minds when we thought of what next gen was going to bring. I feel pretty confident that they're going to do that. I mean, Xbox has already done it visually and gameplay wise, but I feel like Rockstar is probably going to bring the complete package, right? Like, I think every aspect of it is going to be taken to the next level. I have a lot of faith in Rockstar. I think they're phenomenal. Like I said, man, Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. So
one thing that this opens up is, let's say there is any interest in acquiring.
Oh, we talked about that.
Interesting position to say if they want to announce that sooner than later. And like, I don't know if there would be pushback, right? Because this could be another, like, it takes 18 months, 2 years to do.
I don't think so.
Or maybe it doesn't.
I think it's a Bethesda joint.
Because like, yes, it's probably 3 times the size as far as the cost is going to be, at least, right, of Bethesda. But
it's the same relative impact.
It's not going to be like ABK level, but it's going to be a pretty substantial purchase, right? But now the climate for this has changed because Xbox has been shown that they don't give a shit about exclusivity. They're taking their top franchises and putting them everywhere. So that whole narrative is dead, right? So whatever they do here, they're just going to say it makes no financial sense for us to actually take any of these games and lock them down. Why would we do that, right? We're doing that for all of our own IP. Why would we then buy this and say we're going to lock down GTA or NBA 2K? Like, we're never going to do that. It just makes no sense, right? So all these games are going to go everywhere. We just want them to give us the money and put them in Game Pass. That's it, right? So the customer gets a benefit. It's going to be in Game Pass. and we just want to rake in the cash, right? This also gives them Zynga, right? They get the other one that they were interested in, right? So they get both King and Zynga. So it's an interesting one. I don't know if this is something they want to like tackle, right? They're taking away all the negatives from their balance sheet by taking away the cost, right? The hardware cost has gone up, so the cost of buying hardware that's been a negative on their balance sheet is going away, right? So at least supposedly. So is this the way to clear out enough to say, okay, let's go buy this now, right? And then add this to the catalog of just moneymakers. And they know the second this game comes out, it's going to be a massive multi-billion-dollar, income revenue for them, right? It's just a massive amount. It's just going to come in, right? So whether that goes into Take-Two only or Take-Two has been acquired, right? So there is very much a potential for that to happen, right? So if the stock gets battered anymore, right? If it gets down to like, I think it's at like the 200-ish mark or something like that. If it gets down to like 150, bro, I think they just should absolutely bring out the checkbook, like write the check, and pick this thing up, get this done. But yeah, that's just me. I don't know if that would actually ever happen. The biggest thing for me would be that would guarantee that any GTA or RDR or whatever they put out would be on PC day and date, which I hate that they don't do that. That's stupid, but that's what they do. They lock it to consoles for a year or 2 years, and then they bring it to PCs. Like, no. You should just release it on everything. Like, whatever. That is one of the things.
What
was that?
RG, what if?
Yeah.
What if this delay is just that, and they're gonna surprise everybody and come around?
I don't know, man. I mean, I would love that to
they
be
should.
I said that to you earlier today.
You did.
Yeah.
I think they should. They're not gonna leave this money on the table, guys.
So Demo, you mean like the delay is because they might acquire them, or delay is because they want to put it on PC?
Probably because they want to put it on PC. Probably both. Who knows?
I don't know about the PC, but if it's being delayed because of acquisition, I don't think that's the case. I think it's just that Rockstar needs the time, and that's fine. I don't think
let them take an acquisition is going to define, make them define where they, where they're
I don't
going to
think
be.
so.
I don't think so. The game is big enough to be like, to be huge anyways, even after launch. So I'm just saying that, I mean, it'll be a great surprise. So all I can do is keep my fingers crossed, because I do know people who play on PC, and they're like, asking me like, what should I get like for GTA, because GTA is getting here and everybody wants to play. And what can I say? Just get a freaking, I don't know, Xbox Series S, which is the cheapest. But now, they can. A lot of people will go and gravitate towards the PlayStation 5, the original, because it's like they have an Astro bundle now that is like, I think, $400 or something. So it's looking good for them. But we have to see until then what are the prices, because I mean, I know the price increase can come, and we might even experience price drops, depending on maybe next generation comes, new handheld comes, and new possibilities, new doors can open up. But the fact of the matter is, like, this is huge, and anything can happen. Fingers crossed for the PC release simultaneously with consoles, because I do believe that's the right call for them. If they really want to make money, drop it, bro. Like, look, Rockstar has no business trying to sell Xboxes and PlayStations, bro. That's not your business. Your business is to sell the fucking games. And guess who had the gamers that buy the games and that are showing up game after game? PC gamers. They've been showing up. They showed up for Expedition. They showed up for Oblivion. They showed up for Helldivers, which not even PlayStation showed up. Like, come on, guys. Like, what are you doing, Rockstar? If you listen, drop it on PC so that everybody can play with everybody, because this is a huge game. And I think cross progression and cross platform and all of that should be available from the get-go for everybody. I mean, that's just, I mean, they are literally the GOATs. So why can't they do it? They can.
No, you just hire a freaking company to port the game, right? Like, how big of a deal is that?
Real quick,
they do it with Borderlands, bro.
You two know that it has nothing to do with their ability to do it, and they just know that they're going to get people to.
Yeah, they just want to double dip.
PCs. Exactly, they want to double dip. They got people who are going to do it and buy it on console, and then they'll drop it on PC. They'll go back and buy it on PC, Why not double dip? They've been doing this. I get it. It sucks.
Yeah.
I want it to drop everywhere because
But
I'd
it'd be interesting
rather
to
play
see
that
if
shit on
that,
PC immediately.
Yeah, because
But
then
well-
you're like, okay, wait, hold up. I got to get that PC version for sure, right?
but now I'm
Yeah.
feeling like it's
to
going
see
to
the better graphics or the better whatever,
I
right? Frame
know.
rate.
I have a feeling that it may
Mm.
happen.
Go ahead and
Just-
buy Take-Two. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft, do the right thing.
So yeah, it'd be
Listen,
interesting
while
to see.
everybody's
if that's,
crying,
something that's
you go
happening
buy.
with
You know what I'm saying?
Use
Use their tears to pay
slogan.
for your acquisition. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let me get
You cry,
we
we
got
buy.
That's it.
we got some homies. Moonlight Ace with that $2 super chat says, "Who am I?
Yo,
Look at the picture.
Oh boy,
Who the fuck is
that's
that?
Addict. That's
that
Lord
Addict?
Addict. Yep, and
Come
in these
on.
is that the
Does he
Sailor
have the
Moon
Super
outfit that he
Mario
had to wear?
hands or something?
No. I think that's the Sailor Moon outfit that he had to wear. So they're doing this, road to Tokyo thing, right? And so they all have to wear funny costumes to get,
Got
so
it.
as long the number of super chats that come in, and if they get that number of super chats, then they have to wear these these somewhat humiliating
funny.
costumes. So,
Got
so
it.
that was
Got it.
Addicts.
That sounds like it was a good time.
Yep.
The homie Torino Johnson with that
Yo.
$5 super chat, man. Appreciate you, homie. Says,
Thank you.
okay, Fable moves, they're in trouble. GTA moves, it's okay. I'm shaking my head. Facts. Torino, you
Exactly.
ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. I promise you one thing. If Xbox owned Take-Two, the world would be melting right now about how GTA 6 is in trouble. It's going to be a bad game.
Oh, that
The
I think
world
is like the
going to
best
end.
reason for them to buy it.
Yes.
Because I want to see all the bullshit that's going to happen and how you're going to rate GTA 6 a 6 because it's
Mhm.
released by I absolutely want to see it. I can't wait. That is absolutely
Oh
the
my
reason for them to
God.
buy
Game
it.
is broken, guys.
What
the
if
game
though?
doesn't work. It's on Xbox.
This
What
is the
if
thing.
they
They have
knew-
to wait until the game comes out and the game gets reviewed and then announce it.
You know how
Exactly.
Geoff Keighley has already his game of the year lined up
Yes.
for the awards? Maybe
supposed
GTA
to.
they were like, yeah, we're not gonna do it this year. We want to be we want to be in the Game Awards or some shit.
Right?
And it's impossible
Go some
now.
Yote. It's
Go to
already
Yote. It's
taking
already
that
it.
spot.
That's hilarious. Joe.
Sorry, Expedition 33.
That's real wild. That's real wild.
So-
and then we do have our boy Forza Legend with that $5 super chat.
Yo,
Appreciate you, my
what's
dude.
good?
Thank you, my brother, for
Thank
being
you.
here, man. Appreciate you, Fab. Says, I want people to keep that same energy when GTA costs $100. Guaranteed people will buy it. I've seen a lot of fake hate for Xbox. Shaking my head. Love y'all.
Oh,
Forza, appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, man.
they'll
We
pay
see
more.
the same shit, dog. That's why
They'll pay more because it's
we
gonna. As I
go
said,
and we
so
fight it.
there's gonna be that extra edition, right? And they're gonna pay it. Tons of people will pay that extra edition to be able to play it during the whole weekend for the Memorial Weekend. I know they will. They'll line up, pay $120. They'll pay it. They'll pay it. There'll be a collector's edition for like $400. They'll pay it.
Dude, these ponies lined up and paid $99 for a fucking 4-year-old goddamn Forza. Come on, you know they're gonna be paying that shit for it. They won't even think twice about it.
So
God
it'll
damn.
absolutely happen. It'll be on both sides, by the way. I'm not thinking it's going to be specific to PlayStation. Xbox players will do the same
everybody's
exact
gonna
thing.
do
We would all stupidly buy the collector's edition, where it's going to happen. Like people will buy it. It is what it is. It's GTA.
Nobody wants that. Just to be clear,
Yep,
nobody's
exactly.
asking for
But
the
it's gonna
price
happen,
to be
right?
high.
But like
I
Demo was
know.
saying, right?
You know what's
Don't have
crazy
FOMO.
that has to be said as like, like thrown in allegedly, right? Like you have to make sure that you're saying nobody
Yeah.
wants that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we don't want it to be that way.
Obviously,
We just know it's coming.
just figure that's the
Facts.
given. Yeah.
Agreed. 100%.
But like Demo said, if you don't have FOMO, you don't have to worry about that. You
Yeah.
can wait for sales, discounts.
Just be an adult. You don't need to be a, oh my god, yay, 3 a.m. I'm gonna line up on GameStop. Like, bro, like just gotta fucking work. You know what I mean? You pick it up whenever it's digitally out there, available for everybody. So don't go out there camping, bro, like a moron. For GTA. Like, chill out, bro. Get some sleep. You're gonna need it because I mean, I would rather spend my time playing GTA than like lining up in GameStop. I mean, honestly. So I think there's something more going on with Rockstar and their delay. And I do believe they're also working on optimizing the game as well, because I do believe this is going to be a huge game and it's going to be graphically demanding. So they're doing the right thing. Delaying the game is, what they should do. And if
So how
Xbox
soon
want
are we going
to,
to see the? It's the Series S's fault. When do we get to see that?
I thought that already happened. I thought they already said
So
it.
guys, we assumed that already.
Fucking people. bro.
Nintendo raising their prices is the Series S's fault.
Of course.
yeah,
You know?
mhm.
Of course. It is. I see it. I see it now. All right. Well, listen, guys. I think we did it. Okay. I think we did it. That's the show. Thank you all for rocking out with us, man.
Thank you,
we had a good
guys.
time. It was crazy. It's crazy the world that we're out here in these streets having to deal with. But the one thing you don't have to worry about is coming here and seeing some crying shit, bro. I can tell you that much. So sick of seeing the crying. Fuck the crying. Just fucking have
Enjoy
a good
your
time.
games.
Enjoy fucking games. If you got Game Pass, put your blinders on. Fuck what's happening out there in the bullshit world and just have fun, man. Play your shit. Live your best life. And with that, we're fucking out, man. You guys are
Yes.
shit. Thank you to everybody who showed up,
Thank you, you
rocking out with
guys.
us here and on Twitter. You guys are awesome, man. So thank you so much. Shout out to everybody who super chatted, man. Again, shows brought to you by you, so we appreciate everything. So thank you guys. Shout out to homie Cypher Type 1 for becoming a member.
Yo,
Again,
thank you so
awesome,
much.
bro.
Welcome
Appreciate
back.
ya. And then, of course, we want to shout out our Patreon members and our YouTube members. You guys are the shit. But of course, we got to hit our elite members. That's right. We have the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Coach of the Canuck, Music 72, and Queen Witch. And of course, our inner circle members. We got the brother Big Migs Gaming and Pragmatic Ego.
Woo!
Thank y'all so much, man, for your support. Much, much appreciated.
Thank you.
Of course, first 3 people in the chat, the specials of the show.
Yes.
That's right. We had our boy Rowski, E Ranks, and Music 72. Still seeing E Ranks in the building. Look at that.
Let's
That's my
go.
dude. Appreciate you. First super chat was RC Polygons with that 5. Biggest super chat was Simple Jack with the 20. Appreciate y'all, my brother.
Thank
you guys are the
Thank
shit.
you so much, you guys.
Thank y'all so much. Remember, we'll be back on Tuesday night,
Yes.
8 p.m. Eastern for Night Quest. I know you see them. We're not alone. We got to thank our homies for rocking out with us, giving us their time, coming to hang out. That's right. He's right there. The homie, motherfucking PSP himself, the Pony Slayer Papa, Mr. Demo Flow Gaming. Thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Appreciate you. Let everybody know where to find you. What you got going on?
Hey, man, Demo Flow Gaming, you already know, man, live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm over there with Power Boss and Desire. He's joining us, to bring you guys fire content, bro, and talk about these topics some more, have some fun. And, I'll probably be streaming games during the weekend. I'm thinking about Art Raiders, Expedition 33. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's going to be super fun for people to watch. But yeah, I got also Towerborn in the menu. I've been addicted to Towerborn. I've actually been playing all show long. So it's just a freaking it's such a good throwback. It reminds me so much of games like Golden Axe and Streets of Rage back in Super Nintendo, Sega times. So I do believe this game is gonna be it's a sleeper right here. So really good. And Expedition 33, I'm so hooked. I need to finish it. I'm about to see the Paintress. So super excited for that one, for the for the end of that one. Yeah. And looking forward, man, to all these games coming. Doom in a couple of weeks. So looking forward to that. So that's where you can find me. And also on Twitter, and defending you guys, the gamer, promoting good shit, good prices and shit. Like I do post sometimes when they do have like sales, when they have demos and they have free to play games and shit like that. Because I do believe that people really, sometimes they don't have the extra $5 to spend on the game, extra $20. And some people love the free to play shit and getting shit for free. So why not? I share all of that on Twitter and more, and always gaming and clips of games and me playing online and all that good stuff. So go ahead and follow me. And yeah, that's it. And here you can find me as well with CMoney, Doodle, and Harkey. every Friday. Don't be late. Hit the like button and subscribe. God damn it. I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy, Devil Flow. Check it out. Let's go.
Nice. Is it weird that I'm still playing Oblivion? That shit captured
Why?
me, dude. I feel like I'm back at Avowed. Like I'm just living
Yeah.
that life, enjoying the fuck out of it. Oh my god, the story's really good. I kind of forgot about the story and shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, I'm fucking hooked.
I've been putting off playing Oblivion because I know once I start, I'm never gonna finish. And
Rabbit hole, yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm digging Expedition 33. So it's like, oh, this is like a different game that I'm not really used to. So a new experience is like, okay, let me go ahead and enjoy this and I'm just trying to go back and forth between that and Towerborn because I know the minute that I start something else, I'm gonna drop it and I'm gonna lose interest. So I'm like not forcing myself, but sort of like enjoying and coming to a realization, right, guys, that you can keep up with the games that are coming. You have to get a game, and if you want to play it until the end, just go ahead and play that game, because if you start like going back and forth, you would never, like, my backlog is insane, dude. I have so many games to play, and it's just like I can't keep up because these games are long. Like Oblivion, how long is Oblivion? You could literally spend 500 hours chilling.
It's as long as you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's the story's not infinite, but you can do a lot of side content.
But the world is. The story is not infinite, but the world is. So let's say you enjoyed the story, but you still like the role playing aspect of it, of being a mage and fighting dragons and shit. So it could go on and on and on and on and on. It's like it's one of the best games ever for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, it's fucking phenomenal. I normally only go back and forth with games if it's not like, if they're both don't have me 100%, taken. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, you know him well.
What do I
That's
hear?
right. Oh, you're hearing this. Sorry. The other phone heard us and thought that we were asking a question. So of course, you know him well. That's right. It's the wise one, the author, the patriot, the pony slayer, the pony by Tim Maker. Oh boy, Hargees, thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you rocking out with us, man. Let the people know where to find you.
Yeah. So you can subscribe to my channel, YouTube. It's Hargy21. Pick up my book if you like, shop.johnny.us. Check that out. I'll be on with Kay Asante tomorrow on his podcast, 10 a.m. Eastern. So you check that out if you like. And of course, with Fonz as well at 7 p.m. Eastern on Fonz Gaming, and then Web Dave on Sunday. I guess it's actually today now. It's already like Saturday, but anyway, but Sunday on 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern with Web Dave, and then with Boom on Wednesday, 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern as well at Double Barrel Gaming. And then for those who still are fans of Xbox, we are going to do this live in-person showcase thing. We're going to have a watch party. We will have details soon. We're getting close to that. So it probably will happen early next week or maybe this weekend. We'll put out the information for you to be able to sign up. So there will be, it's not as big a venue, unfortunately, because we found this out too late. So a lot of the sites are already booked. So we got what we got. So it'll be for about several hundred-ish people. And then we'll have a bunch available to fans to be able to raffle in and see if you can get in and get a seat. If you want to come to LA, it's going to be in LA, so you'll have to come out there on your own. We will very much make this free as much as we can, but we will see. Hopefully, it will be entirely covered by us. But it'll hopefully be free for everybody who comes in. But yeah, so stay tuned for details. We'll come up with something in the next couple of days as far as of announcing the actual raffle, and you can sign up and see if you can win and come down and have fun watching the June showcase. We have events and everything, raffles, giveaways, all sorts of stuff as well. So whoever does get there, there's going to be a bunch of activities. We'll try to make it as special as we can. So try just look for more information over the next few days.
Sweet, man. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you again. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle!
Yes,
We're done.
we are.
Until next time,
You're intruding.
you're intruding.